How's it going, everyone? I'm Armando Gallegos, and welcome to the Tiny Trainer Winter Warehouse Series Championship. We finished up 5 races already, and we brought you your top 16 pilots, and we just wrapped up qualifying, and that's what we're using to seed our brackets. Today, you're going to see someone take home $1,500 in these gold Orca goggles for first place. Second place is taking home $500, and third place is taking home $250. We're doing a little something different this time around. Usually we finish these races by doing laps, but this time we're gonna be finishing at a crash gate. So after they complete 3 laps, their 4th lap, they don't go back through that timing gate, they're gonna hit that old dirty mattress. She's soft, she's not gonna hurt any tiny trainers. She's been put through the ringer. We're gonna end each race at the crash gate, and then we're gonna have a replay camera that we're gonna be able to confirm results. And then right after we confirm those results, we'll be sending it to Hydra FPV, where you are doing your betting today. And if you want to get in on the betting today, we're not doing it in the chat this time. We're doing it over the Hydra FPV app. It is a lot better and cleaner system. As soon as you open that app, you're going to see it's better. You bet on places 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then as much as you get right, that's more points you get. If you get first place right, I think it like doubles your points. And if you get first and second right, you're gonna get more points. So then if you get 1 through 4, you're gonna get the maximum amount of points back. And then you can bet on every race. We're gonna have a Chase the Ace final. So that last race, you're gonna bet on 3 times. And then at the end of all of that, once it's all said and done, the viewer, the bettor with the most points is gonna get a $100 533 gift card. So let's see what today's track looks like. Casey, tell us how it's done.
All right, let's take a look. So we're gonna be starting off, banking around 180 into our timing gate here. We'll be going over a switchback. I've been calling the cherry gate. We're gonna fly around through the top. Got a little straightaway here before our dive gate. After we go through there, we're gonna enter into the carousel, banking left. And then we're gonna be entering into our FPV gate section. A little tornado action here. Around through the top. Going to bank right into a switchback. After that, we're going to go down to our back section here, in through the bottom, around through the top 2 gates, following by our straightaway that's going to go all the way down and around the corner into our start gate. But this next lap will be actually the final lap. Will be going into the crash gate, and that's where we'll be seeing a lot of the slow-mo action.
Yes.
The final, crashes are going to be happening right here on the old Betty there.
Yeah, no matter how your heat went, once you hit that mattress, it is just so satisfying that you're just happy with how that race ended, because you made it there, you hit that thing as hard as you could. So if you're going to open up your Hydra FPV app, all you do at the bottom, you set this little slider to how many points you want to bet, and then you're going to pick your finishing order by tapping on them in the order you think they are going to finish. And then you just click set pick, yes, and then there it is. So let's bring up our first race. Our first race is going to consist of Saber Maximiliano on red, and then we got Christian Van Sloon, Amari in white, Patrick White, Engineer in blue, and Joshua Loxon, Wild Type in green. So we're going to get these guys on the blocks. They're plugging in right now, and if you guys all want to just hurry up and set your bets, they're going to close betting once we go live.
Mondo, if you want to put your goggles on your head just to get them warmed up.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, that happens to us pretty much every time, because we're in here, we're trying to put on a show, and then we forget that if you let your goggles get cold, they're going to change temperature once you have them on your head.
Yeah, foggy goggles whenever you're flying is no bueno. So definitely want to get them things warmed up, acclimated to your head's temperature. Got Bear Shampoo throwing up some cool emojis in the chat already. I like it. All right, what do we got here? Let's talk about some of our sponsorship. 533 to start off. Thank you guys for running this whole race. Got these custom gates made by FPVgates.com.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They are some of the gates you'll see around our course.
Then we can't. They sent us this trophy, which we are going to be crowning our champion today. They get that gold set of goggles. Nobody else has those, so you're going to know that somebody won this series whenever they have that pair of goggles on their head.
Yeah, those are a nice set of goggles. It's almost like the golden gun.
Engineer already said that if he wins those, his current set of Orcas are going to be sold before he's even on the air.
That's awesome. All right.
We got Pyro Drone,
Yep.
one of the best FPV shops. If you want to build a whole drone, they have every single part you need. I believe they also carry wing parts if you're into FPV wings.
Yeah, I just bought a bunch of stuff from them for a wing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We also have Old Vienna Red Hot Riplets. We have Mighty Kind Cannabis Seltzer, and
I'm all crooked. I'll fix this later. Yeah. And
Heil mics. They're providing us with the sound that you
we
hear.
got 4 good videos.
All right, let's take a look at this takeoff. Give you guys an idea of what it looks like.
I think we're about to go live. So I hope you got your picks in on Hydra. One nice thing about having this Hydra FPV app is that now we can actually read these comments and they're not going to be constantly spammed by our chat bot. But it's nice to see Neukel in here. He says he's been waiting all day for this race. Yeah, I've been waiting all day to watch this happen. It's going to be crazy. Let's go to Sean Ames. Sean Ames, what do you think is going to happen in this race?
Right now we're seeing digital interference again on R8.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I think there's a wireless camera out here.
Is it that GoPro that's not wireless?
Yeah, I think.
I've been dealing with it all day. I don't know
Okay. Did it stop?
R8 looks clean in here.
It's still going.
It's still going?
It's still going.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, it's good now. It's good now.
It's good now.
Beautiful.
Looks good to me.
All right, guys.
Okay, Sean, what do you think's going to happen in this race?
Yeah, Engineer is going to be hard to beat. I know that he wants to show these guys what he's made of, so I'm looking forward to go Engineer, Amari, Wild Type, and Saber. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. I'm not sure, but that's what I put in Hydra. So yeah, I think we're ready to send it. Pilots, are we good? All right, racing to 4 laps.
All right, let's see it.
Give me 1 sec. Hang on.
1 sec.
Stand by. Stand by.
We're standing by.
What's up?
There's definitely some nerves going into this one.
Yeah.
Typically these other races, I'm sitting here pretty calm and collected, ready
No,
to go, and I'm like, okay, today, this track is one of our most technical tracks, and I did that to try to force these fast
All right,
boys
you
to
guys
get
set?
like 13-second laps, or fast or higher than that, but I have not been successful.
I think the battery's good. Just black screen.
Another sponsor I forgot to mention is Media Outlaws TV.
Oh, yeah.
They have
They're
definitely-
running the stream.
they're doing everything
They make
they can.
everything happen. It looks like, yep, there it is. There's our leaderboard in the corner. So if you want to know live who is in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place, that will tell you. We have 2 timers out on the track.
Anticipation. Getting all the kinks out for this first race. Make sure we can go smooth from here on out. What color pilots do we have? Can we bring up the screen that shows the pilots and the color of the drone that they're flying? Let's take a look at that so we can lock it in our brains. Saber in red, Amari in white, Engineer in blue, and Wild Type in green. So if you want to see those quads as they're going by, those colors will help you out.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for them to decide that they have clear video, because nobody wants to end up in a loser's bracket for bad video right off the bat.
Not in this race.
I think we lost audio on Sean.
He might have muted his mic.
All right, I think we're getting close.
Yeah.
I to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. The pilots are kind of talking amongst themselves, but it looks like they are ready. Pilots, they're good.
Okay, we're about to go off.
Kicking it off, no whole shot rules, nothing but good times and fast flying. Arm your quadcopters, live on the tone in less than 5.
Honestly, all I want to see is 4 quads making it into that mattress.
All right, we need to test audio real quick
Oh,
from the
they
computer.
need computer audio. Nobody heard the start tone, and I just...
All right, arm your quads. 4 laps.
We use a
arm
lap
your
RF,
quads
correct?
on the tone in less than 5. There we go.
Okay, 4 quads in the air.
Looks like Saber actually had the whole shot. All the way from...
Yeah, it looks like Engineer had a slight little mix-up right in the beginning. Who are we in first place with right now?
Saber's in the
still?
first place spot. Amari's just a little bit behind him, but not by much. It looks like he's making the pass right here.
Oh,
Three
they
laps left.
basically went through that timing gate together. Saber's
they did.
slightly in front of
Wild Type 3
Amari.
laps left.
Engineer
laps left.
coming onto the second lap. He's definitely trying to make up some.
Oh, wild
space
type goes
there.
down.
Wild type's on his lid. He's back up in the air though.
Saber coming around the back straight. Saber in red onto lap
Saber 2
3.
laps left.
Amari is
Amari
right
3 laps
behind
left.
him. He's just watching him the
Engineer
whole
2 laps
time.
left.
Yeah, Saber's
Saber's-
making light work of this. My
Saber's
Hydra
definitely
is
moving.
definitely wrong.
Yeah, he is moving right now. He's taking these turns perfectly.
Did he get past? It looks like he did.
He's about 3
Wild
gates.
type 2 laps
Engineer
left.
coming around on the
Amari
lap
2 laps
4.
left. Engineer final lap.
Engineer is going to end this lap at the crash gate.
Saber final lap.
Oh no, I think we just saw some mid-air action there for
Definitely some
Engineer.
mid-air action there.
That is unfortunate.
Looks
Oh,
like
he's
Amari
back in
takes
there.
the lead.
This is going to be a close.
Amari
Amari misses the
Oh
mattress.
my gosh! We've seen
Take
it
it
live.
back.
Go, go, go!
Okay,
There it is,
Amari,
the finish for
Engineer,
Amari. Holy-
then Saber. So finishing order, Amari, Engineer, then Saber,
Yikes!
That-
That was
Amari,
cool.
Engineer,
then Saber,
Saber.
Oh,
and
wow.
now Wild Type.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Amari.
This is gonna be an interesting day. Of
All
racing.
day I've seen Amari take that gate as like close as
I
possible.
think you hit it before they got to it.
Oh man, he did. No, Amari
Yeah, he
hit
came
first.
back and got it.
I saw it
but
here.
just barely.
Amari, Engineer, Saber.
Don't pay attention to that.
He had some of the cleanest crash
Amari,
gates.
did you crash
That
ever?
was wild.
Okay, it missed your first lap. But yeah, you were in first by a pretty good clip.
Oh, so we just didn't know he was in first. Okay.
I thought that
See, the crash gate helps.
what it looked
So
like.
I want to hear from
me-
Engineer there. What happened to Engineer
Yeah.
early in that race?
He had a crash right at the beginning. I saw him on his lid, and then he was playing catch up the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Saber was leading the race for most of it, and then right at basically the final lap, Amari made the pass.
Yeah, our stats were a little borked. It actually missed Amari on his first lap. So
They went through the gate at the same time, like several times. So I
What?
mean,
You got
it
second?
was
yeah,
a really close race. That was awesome.
Currently up. Race number 2.
all right. Looking for Formula,
Tiny Trainer.
Hyper, Sky, and
Winners,
Knick-Knack.
1 to 2.
I'm gonna grab my.
Race order is
I think everything's
Hyper.
ready.
Formula. Sky. Knick-Knack.
Got a battery in it. What I'm gonna do. All right, Knick-Knacks in red, Hypers in white, Formulas in blue, and Skies in green. Take those bets on Hydra app. Yeah, to win that $100. Let's see. I'm gonna pull out my phone and try to make a bet on the Hydra app so I can get some of this action.
Yeah, before I made that bet, I was betting on Engineer, then Amari, then Saber, then Wild Type. But it asked me, I was like, "Are you sure you want to bet all your points?" Yeah, but
Duh.
I just lost all of them, so I'm done. I'm not even gonna go back into that. Everybody else can keep betting on Hydra. Who bet on Amari? Tell us in the chat. Who bet on Amari? Who brought home points? Hyper's got this one. Says Kilo, Hyper, Formula, Sky, and Knick-Knack.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good heat. I'm
Yeah, I've
excited
been
to
watching
see this
Hyper
one.
do some crazy flying today. He's just so smooth. He's like a different level of smooth. He's also one of those pilots that can pick up any quad, any transmitter, and he's just fast.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my money on Hyper this round.
Yeah, Hyper was our second place qualifier. TQ
Hyper.
was heads up. And then third place we had Engineer, fourth place Propsicle, and fifth place Fitty Cow. I'm looking at Fitty Cow today to do some crazy flying, and I can see him ending up in that fourth race. So let's see, we got 3 quads plugged in. We're gonna be looking for 1 more. And there's our pilot. That is Formula. I'm pretty sure he out-qualified me. He did by 1 second. And Formula, yeah, I just remember he was having a little bit of trouble earlier today. He brought, I think, like 2 tiny trainers, and he broke the arm on. It's kind of hard to break a tiny trainer, but you'd think this warehouse would just destroy them. But I've only seen 2 broken today, and people are going faster today than we've seen this entire series. And we've only managed to see 2 broken tiny trainers. That doesn't mean that they didn't break motors or cameras. I'm just talking about the frame.
Yeah, that crash gate at the end is interesting, you know, because you're going through a big gate and then you got to hit a smaller square of the mattress. So it's like there's
And
going
you're
to be some people
also
missing.
you're 4 laps deep, so
Your battery is mad
you're trying
at
to
you.
split ass after full throttle. to bring it through that and then hit the mattress.
These
And
batteries, after running that hard for that many laps, are definitely going to show way less performance and going to react as such.
So it looks like we got 4 quads plugged in. Sean, how do you think this one's going to go?
I have Hyper Formula, Hyper Sky Formula.
All right, we're about to
knick-knack.
send them here.
Okay, we're getting
Some feedback.
Okay, they're about to go live.
I love this takeoff.
There we go, 4 quads in the air. We're right in front with Hyper. He's going into our dive gate, coming around through the carousel, entering our FPV gate section. This FPV gate section consists of a ladder, a switchback, and then this little back section here where they go up to this high gate, and now our final straight. There he goes. That's
Hyper
1
3
lap
laps
for
left.
Hyper.
Hyper flies so smooth.
Yeah.
Formula 3 laps left.
He's making light work of this. We've got Hyper in first, Formula in second. We're waiting for third place to come around. There he
Knick-knack,
is,
3
Knick-knack
laps
in
left.
third, with Hyper about to come on to lap 3 already.
Hyper 2 laps left.
This is a good battle between Knick-knack, and as I say that, Knick-knack takes a little
Formula
crash,
2
but he's
laps
back
left.
up.
I think we're going to watch, I was just about to say we're going to watch Hyper lob it into the mattress, but he had a slight mix-up there. He got something wrong there. And here we go, coming back around with Hyper, our white pilot, onto
Hyper
his
final
final
lap.
lap, through the cherry, up to the
Knick-knack, 2
sky,
laps
down
left.
through our dive gate.
Formula final lap.
This carousel is definitely my favorite part of the track. That drop down to the FPV gate section just feels so smooth and so right. He's
Into
gonna
the
finish
back
this
section,
off.
around the back. One more straightaway into our mattress. Here we go.
Hyper done.
Oh,
Okay, we're
nice.
going to be looking for second place. It looks like it's a battle with Formula and Knick-knack.
Formula
There
done.
you go, Formula done. How did we lose Sky? We're going to be talking to
It's a lot easier to
Sean
miss
Ames.
that mattress than it seems.
Knick-knack final lap. Knick-knack done. All pilots are finished.
Nate Lewis says, hello, lads. Hello, Nate. What's up? Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate it. We're going to need it.
So I need a visual confirmation on who got second there. Was it Knick-knack or?
Formula got second. He was about like 4 or 5 seconds ahead.
Are you sure?
Yep.
What's that, Nick?
Doing a little last minute checks on these
Yeah, it was definitely Hyper first,
Yeah, no.
Formula
I
second.
had Knick-knack. Knick-knack finished that race before Formula,
I think you might have.
but Knick-knack was a lap down.
Yeah, I know. I watched Formula
That's what
hit
it is.
the mattress.
So Nick hit it after 3 laps.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do on your fourth. That's right.
I watched Formula hit the mattress before Knick-knack.
It depends on if Nick did 3 laps or 4 laps is what they're just
Gotcha.
debating. Right on, right
But
on.
as soon as Sean gets the placement correct, you guys are going to get some points. Let's see, who do we got in the chat? T-Dog is here with us.
Sky 3 laps left. Sky done.
Jay Rice, I know him.
Noikil saying Hyper's flying so good, and I agree. He
Yes.
is definitely smooth and locked
That was
in.
not even his fastest flying today. He knew that he could take it easy there.
What heat am I coming up in? Need to
Me,
make sure.
you, and Sean are being round 4, race
So
4. So
not-
then
not
we're going to
this
be
one, but the
replaced.
next one.
Manny himself is going to come in here, race 4, and then we're going to
Alright.
have Knick-knack running the laptop.
Race.
So we have a plan this time. We're not going to be running around like chickens
Well,
with our heads cut off.
Yeah. We'll shuffle around. We'll be, yeah, aight.
Yeah, so this race that we're coming into, race 3, we're going to be looking at Propsicle in red, Fiddy-Cal in white, Manny himself in blue, and Pilot in Command in green.
Fiddy-Cal posing with this plane. These guys are all talented in many different ways, and Fiddy-Cal is actually really good at flying planes.
Oh yeah, he's won many tournaments, and he was on the U.S. team. But after he started taking FPV seriously, he dropped a lot of his plane competitions.
One hobby for another. This hobby is addicting.
Yeah, and him and Headsup are just like best buds. They grew up flying planes together. They are now doing FPV together. They are always right next to each other. I believe Fiddy-Cal cannot plug in his own quads because he is superstitious that if he plugs in his quad, he will lose the race. So Evan has to plug in his quad each time. He does it for him, and yeah, they're best buds. We have 4 pilots plugged in. Propsicle, Fiddy-Cal, Pilot Command, Manny himself. Let's cut to Shames. Tell us how it's going out there.
Yeah, Propsicle's going to be hard to beat here at the same time. 50 cal and Pilot in Command. Really, with 50 cal, what we've got to find out is which 50 cal are we gonna see race here. He's either gonna be right behind Propsicle or in pieces, so time will tell.
Yeah,
but I'm looking forward to watching this race.
Can you tell us what the final verdict was on the previous race?
Yeah, so Knick-Knack was a lap down, but he still finished into the crash gate. So that's where we had a little bit of the confusion. So he actually finished into the crash gate
Too early.
before
Formula.
Formula, but he was a lap down. So that's where the confusion came from. So that last race was first place went to Hyper, second place went to Formula.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, pilots, are we good to go over there? All right, we're gonna arm our quads and send it on the tone.
There we go, 4 pilots in the air. That is Propsicle in first place, 50 cal close behind. 50 cal has been having a little trouble with that dive gate early on, but it looks like he's figured it out. We're watching him close behind Propsicle. Propsicle's slowly increasing that gap.
Manny himself actually
Propsicle
ran
3 laps
into Pilot in Command a
50
little
cal
bit
3
there.
laps left.
Yeah, no, earlier today, Manny and Pilot in Command were like spotting each other all the time and amping each other up. Right
Pilot
now
in
they are
Command, 3
battling.
laps left.
I
Manny
think
himself 3 laps
with the
left.
way this is going right now, they're both going to be in the losers bracket together, and then we're going to see them
Propsicle
battle
2
it
laps
out
left.
to see who keeps going.
Pilot in Command has a slight lead, but Manny's definitely reeling him
50 cal
in.
2 laps left.
We're watching Propsicle just tear this track apart. He is a good 10 gates in front of 50 cal.
Looks like Manny's going to take that pass as I say
Propsicle final
that.
lap.
Yeah, Propsicle
Manny
is
himself
going
2
to
laps
finish
left.
into the crash gate
Pilot
this
in
one.
Command 2 laps left. 50 cal
There's
final
50
lap.
cal onto his final lap.
Manny is making some moves right here. If
Some
he
of these-
holds this off, he might get in the second position.
Yeah, Propsicle done.
Propsicle done.
So with these early
Manny
races,
himself, final
because
lap,
of the
Manny
way
himself
seeding
done.
works, usually you just see
Pilot
2
in
of these
Command, final
pilots
lap, Pilot in
outshine the
Command
other
done.
2. And
50
there we
cal, 50 cal
go.
done. All pilots are finished.
Pilot and 50 cal finished into the mattress.
This is
Let's go
for-
see Manny and Pilot.
Yeah, this is just for their ego right now to battle this
bragging
out.
rights.
See who's better. They're probably telling each other like, you can't do it. And
Manny
there he
took
goes,
that
Manny.
back section
Boom.
good.
Looks like Pilot in Command's been struggling with some video there.
He's got the old black and white.
There it
We
is.
got to fix
over.
those LEDs on our mattress. We're knocking them all off.
Beautiful racing, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love watching
And
that.
now
crash gate.
is when we're going into race 4. That's going to be Heads Up in red, Mondo in white, Shames in blue, and Casardo in green.
All right.
So we're going to bring, what looks like Sean wants to tell us something.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, Mondo, we've been friends for a long time, but I guess that comes to an end right now.
You're going down, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to say to you. It never works.
Casardo, that is the worst picture. I didn't know that everybody else was going to do cool pictures, so I have a dumb picture.
Okay, yeah, so you can head out there. I'm going to wait for Manny himself to make his way in here.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to get
Hang
my
out
stuff
with
ready.
us. But what we're going to be looking... Oh, can you fix that mattress too? Right now we just have that mattress propped up with a old school desk. It's crazy the stuff we find in here. Oh, look, here is our fan leaderboard. Currently, we're looking at Neukel in first place, Downright in second, Easy Racer in third, Mad Quad in fourth. Oh, look, Heads Up's down there in TBFPV. TBFPV usually is doing very well with these predictions. FR Skylar, I know he's a fast guy. I believe he flies with FPVCH. My buddy Hartman. So yeah, Neukel, he was upset with how our last stream betting worked out, and I made sure to pull some strings. Downright, who's also betting, he is the one
Heads
running
up.
this hydro betting, making sure everything works, and he made it possible to make Neukel happy that we're going to have the best betting system in FPV. This app is just so streamlined and clean. But if we can get Manny himself in here, he's going to be taking my place. Looks like we're also going to be getting the Florida boys over here. You know what they say about Florida. That's all I got to tell you with these two coming on. You can put your headphones on. You can hear each other. You're going to be able to hear Sean. Before the race starts, you can ask Sean how he thinks it's going to go, even though he's in the race, but he's mic'd up and he's wireless.
Yeah, this will be a fun race.
You in this one? All right, good luck, man.
Get you some Mondo?
So this should be a pretty good race. Looks like we have Shames, Mondo, Casardo, and closer. Gotcha.
You want to read lifetime?
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah. I got it. Yep.
All right, a little seat change here.
Hey, Birkin in the chat. What's up, man?
Boy,
Mason flying freaking smooth is what he says.
appreciate it, Birkin.
Yeah. T-Dog. Sweet. All right.
Yeah. Best pilots in the world. That's true. We got at least 5 of the top 10 from champs this year. And then quite a few others, actually. Manny, Amari, Sky. Just several DRL pilots and others.
Yeah, we have 3 current DRL pilots. That's a lot of talent in one room, especially with only 16 pilots actually racing for this championship. So this is... What's that?
Mondo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we can
K
hear that.
Sardo.
Cool.
Oh, hey there, Noik. How you doing, bud?
We got all the tech going on for this stream.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
this is race 4, right?
Oh, yeah,
Heat-
race
heat
4.
four?
Heat 4.
Yeah.
So we have Heads Up, Mondo, Shames, and Casardo. Looks like they're setting up on the line currently.
So for those who don't closely follow drone racing, when you typically build the heats up, this heat 4, your last heat will include your top qualifier. So that is Heads Up. So he's definitely going to be the one to watch for this, but really can't count anyone out. Just crashes happen. Not saying he's going to crash, but yeah, watch Heads Up. But then we're going to be watching the battle behind him to see who moves on with him.
Looks like Noik's asking us to talk about the track a little bit here. So I was going to wait till they took off, but looks like we have a minor delay here with Casardo getting ready.
Yeah, well, for anyone who is interested in the track, also you can check it out on Velocidrone. What's it called? You would know better.
It would be TT Champs under the pilot handle Mondo.
Yeah, definitely a fun one to fly. They actually scaled down the entire, or scaled up the environment to make it feel like you're flying a small quad, so it's really cool. But it's been a lot of fun flying today and yesterday. It certainly is a little technical in some spots. That dive gate's hard to see for sure, but it is a lot of fun. It flows super nice.
Yep. It may look big in the cameras. It's actually a fairly small area. Definitely feels that way when you're flying it. These quads, despite being DRL style and power to weight, they really are just very fast in here. And it's a little tight.
It's weird having a ceiling, especially going for that dive gate lineup. So you gotta watch a new constraint above yourself that you're not used to looking for.
Yep, and that's something most of us never see. Oh, we got Burke in the chat.
You see what Lucas says?
Oh, yeah.
Hyper, how you so good?
Dude, that's Sweeper. That's a big compliment. Thank you, Sweeper.
Yeah, he knows how to fly indoors. I know that. I've seen
Yeah,
tons
he
of
does.
crazy YouTube videos from him flying little pop-ups in a gym. Ridiculous speed, honestly. It's hard to watch sometimes, see what's going on.
Looks like we got 4 pilots on the line. We're getting a thumbs up here.
Oh boy.
Be going live here soon.
I would say Shane send him off, but he's racing, so there's a stand-in somewhere.
Good. Yep.
Just keeping everyone on their toes here. Heads up first near that whole thing.
Yep, everyone's through the start-finish gate clean. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Right now we're looking at heads up all their Shames. Mondo right behind. Not sure if he's just floating here. Heads up on
Heads
the
up, 3
lap
laps
2.
left.
Evan putting on a clinic here. Oh my
Mondo, 3
goodness.
laps left.
Remember I said
Shane's
don't
3
count
laps
anybody
left.
out? Evan just hit the dive gate, so he just got passed. He can pull it back, I'm sure.
Battle's
Sardo,
getting
3 laps
tight
left.
between Shames.
Who got in front of him, Shames?
Mondo's ahead at the moment.
Good job, Mondo. Wow,
Shames had a little bumble. He's coming back into it.
this is really exciting.
Mondo 2 laps
Good
left.
race.
So
Heads up 2 laps left.
it looks like oh wow, he
Shane's
hit it
2
again.
laps left.
He's clean through though.
They're going nuts out there in the pilot area.
You can hear him echoing through the warehouse, all the excitement.
K Sardo 2 laps left. Mondo final lap.
Mondo onto his final lap.
That means Mondo's in our lead
Looks
here.
like he's about 3.5,
Shane's
4 seconds
final
ahead
lap.
possibly.
We'll see if he's the
Shames.
first one to hit our mattress here.
Heads up final lap.
What is going on? Yeah, this probably screwed up quite a few hydro points.
Mondo done.
Good job, Mondo, taking the win.
Nice work, Mondo.
And
There we go.
we said Shames is coming up. Shames is coming into our finish gate right now. Shames is clean, so Mondo and Shames will be moving on to our next round.
Wow. Case Argo done.
Huh, what a heat.
Heads up done.
I'm sure that surprised a lot of people. Who's that yelling? Somebody's going absolutely crazy in the
Sounds-
pilot area.
I would say sounds like Evan, but
You can see them on here. They look like they're in disbelief of what just happened. Yeah, Amari's of course
Definitely
popping
Amari.
off.
Roy
Wow.
asking how high did they go? In here, about 23 feet. That's all.
How high does it go? How fast is it? Can I try it? Look, you should have been here. This was definitely a fun one. Learn how to fly something else.
Downright FPV, RIP my points. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that after the last one.
Yeah.
It's a
Hey,
little bit of an upset early on here, but
at least it happened earlier. No one has those big bets in yet, so they didn't lose their whole points base yet. So
this is also something we've seen Evan do before, where you don't expect him to drop to losers, and then he does. He gets that extra pack,
Yep.
and he starts feeling himself, and he comes back in finals.
I know that Evan said that he didn't want to do Ironman rule for this Chase the Ace bracket, but whether he said that or not, he just lost it in this case. So
Maybe that's
he's going for that extra pack, working up the losers bracket. Is that how it works? I think so.
you do get an extra pack in the losers bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure's on now. Sure, nothing he can't handle.
Like saying sorry, Sucker Jones. I'm gonna have to say false to that one.
That was nuts. Good job, dude.
I guess Evan's got a quad that has some ghosts. It likes to turn off just randomly. So he said, like first lap, it just like randomly turned off. But then right after that, he was able to fly amazing, no problem. So I think he had a little technical malfunction.
Yeah,
And then
I was hoping he was
that
going
makes
to
sense.
malfunction a little bit longer because I almost got it, but he blew past me right at the end. I was
Saber.
like, oh, no.
I thought I was honestly just racing Sean for second, like that whole time.
Yeah.
Really?
So then, because I remember seeing Sean at the beginning, and then I passed him, and I stayed in front of him the rest of the time, but I was just like shaking. I'm like, keep it smooth, keep it smooth.
Well, it was really good to watch. That was a great heat.
So, okay, race 5, our first race of the losers bracket. We're going to get back to that. We're going to watch one of our advertisements.
Spit it out.
Yeah, FPV. Evan actually
We got
deserved that.
Fedical here.
Fidical, also known as Heads Up's hype man, he's going to talk us through what happened in that race. He watched every second of it. He was in Heads Up's ear. What happened?
Is there a way to extend these?
I'll show you now. Just let him kind of hang loose.
Oh yeah, we all have trouble with these.
Does anyone have eyes on wild type?
Wild Type? Can everybody yell for Joshua?
Joshua.
Okay, Cal, tell us what happened there.
So basically, Heads Up started off real good, had a good first lap, and then I think he hit the dive gate, got stuck in the dive gate, and then he got out of that.
When did his quad turn?
I think that was third lap. So he hit the dive gate and kept flying, and then like 2 seconds later, his quad just like beta flight reset.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like he was flying, it turned off midair.
Yeah, that's what happened. Well,
That caused him to crash the first time.
no, so he crashed just normally the first time, and then
I honestly thought he was just killing us, and I was racing Sean.
yeah, no.
But I could just hear craziness in the background. I remember Amari yelling. He's like, "Go Mondo!" I'm like, "Why is he yelling for me?"
Yeah, that was crazy. I was actually on my way to the finish line on the straightaway, and I see Heads Up blow past me on the straightaway to take the finish, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, he was I'd say he's about 10 seconds behind Shames, and then he reeled him into like 3 seconds behind him. So
Yeah, that was
So
awesome.
race 5, first race of the losers bracket. 2 of these pilots are going home. 2 of them are moving on. We're looking at Saber in red, Knick-Knack in white, Sky in blue, and Wild Type in green. I don't want to see any of these guys go.
me neither.
I guess that's how it's going to be all day, because this is our top
Yeah.
16. These are all the guys we want to see
Exactly.
win.
Best of the best.
So who do you have in this one?
They're all 4 plugged in.
I'm saying Saber's going to take it.
I think
Sky's going to get in second place.
Yeah,
it'll be Sky or Wild Type.
Saber
I feel
was
like.
doing some crazy stuff
I
the
don't
last
know.
time we saw him.
Hopefully
but then
Sky doesn't have any problems this time. If he flies his race, he'll be able to do it.
Okay, Sean, let us know how it's going out there.
What's your prediction? Prediction.
So who's winning the
He's probably figuring
Hydra?
something out. Yeah, let's see this Hydra leaderboard.
Hydra leaderboard. Alakazam.
Baba-boo.
Here it is. We're still in first place with
Neukl.
Neukl. Looks like he lost 1,000 points on that race, though.
That was a
I don't think anybody voted for me. It looks like every single person lost points.
Can we scroll down on that?
yeah. Can we scroll down? I want to see.
I don't think we can.
Oh, boo.
But
all right. Top 10's all
Neukl
that
in
matters,
first,
really.
Downright in second. I think this is still the same standings we saw earlier, maybe with TBFPV slightly moving up.
Neukel's really good at making these guesses on these races.
Shout out to Neukl,
Well,
dude.
Neukl knows every single one of these pilots. He's raced against them, so he knows their tendencies. He knows everything about them.
Nate Lewis says, Amari, cheering Mondo. Mondo, stop. Why are you cheering me?
It's true. I'm like, what is going on out here? So Sean looks like he's lecturing the pilots. He's like, okay, guys, I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yeah. The old drone mom. Sean Ames. All right. I love this takeoff shot.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
Sean,
able to
let us
see
know how it's
everybody.
going out there.
Yeah, so, you know, with the whole video thing, video is very touchy, and so we were seeing some ghosting. There's nothing that really makes sense for why we were seeing ghosting, but luckily, I think the guys are good to go. Josh might have an issue with his goggles that he's fighting through, so this is gonna be a hard race to call. Looking for, honestly, I would say it's a coin flip for any one of these pilots to win this one. So
Yeah.
anyway, pilots, I'm rooting you on here. Arm your quads.
Take a deep breath.
Deep breath. We're going live on the tone in less than 5.
4 quads in the air.
All through that start gate pretty quickly.
That's still Saber right out in front. Saber just keeps it smooth. He definitely flies aggressively as well. Like, he's not holding back in any way.
He's such a surprisingly good, smooth pilot. It's wild.
We just watched R2 go down.
Probably going to have to
3 laps
move
left.
Sean's
Wild type 3
speaker.
laps left.
So Saber and Wild Type early in the lead. Sky, though, is right behind them, not but a gate and a half or so.
Yeah,
Three
I'm
laps
glad to
left.
see Wild Type getting some good video this round, because he's definitely one of the pilots
Saber 2
that...
laps left.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about you anymore, Josh. So here we
Wild Type 2
go.
laps
Saber
left.
still in the
Sky
lead.
3 laps left.
Bringing it around.
Knick-knack 2
Oh,
laps
Saber
left.
gets that gate wrong. If you don't take that line like perfect in that back section, it makes that blue gate kind
Wild
of
type
like
final lap.
a knife edge sort of gate where it's like the skinniest gate possible.
Sky
So
2 laps left.
what I do on that last little section is I take it out wide.
Yeah, taking the gates wide and being sure that you're going to go through it, not crash.
Yeah, it
is-
looks like Saber's going to be stuck. I think he lost a prop. So
Oh, no.
we're going to see Wild Type finish it off in first place. Now we're looking for
Go.
second.
Knick-knack final lap.
You know, we were
Wild
saying
type,
that Wild
wild
Type
type.
might not have
And
a
there's
good race,
Sky,
and he proved
Second
otherwise.
place, poor Saber. Saber was in the lead the entire time and got one mistake.
He takes a little crash as you say that.
That is sad.
What's that?
Yeah,
Yes.
Wild Type got second. Sean, we're probably gonna have to have you move further away from a speaker out there.
Yeah, we're going to need to point the speaker away
away?
from you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Wild Type and Sky.
Knick-knack done.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, Wild Type first,
Did
Sky
Sky
second.
have, what was Sky's first lap?
It was fast. Like it wasn't.
He didn't have.
Yeah, gosh, that's wild. So Wild Type in first place. I think everybody was thinking Saber just had that in the bag, and he made one mistake.
That's
and
how it
that's the
happens.
worst corner to make a mistake too, because there's that like metal staircase. Yeah, not
You
a
can
good
get
day.
stuck underneath it. It's not good. There's a lot of wires, trash, all that stuff.
Jay Rice was rooting for Sky. Saber, why you lose me point? Poor Neukl. We all thought Saber had that.
Saber had it in the bag, honestly, but
And the
that-
sad thing is, that was loser's bracket. 2 of those guys just went home. So who was that? Saber and Knick-Knack.
all right, see
Done
you
for
later.
the day. Wild Type and Sky moving on. Now race 6. This is a winner's bracket race. If we bring up our bracket, you can see how this works. Looks like that might not happen. But race 6, Hyper in red, Amari in white, Engineer in blue, and Formula in green. So here's our bracket. Race 6 is one of the winners' races, and then following that, we're going to be going to race 7 down in the bottom right corner, which is a loser's bracket race. We're waiting to get 2 more pilots into that race. But race 6, Hyper, Amari, Engineer, Formula. We're going to watch Hyper and Engineer kind of like really push each other. Because they, like, I watched them earlier. Engineer was like right behind Hyper, like their qualifying packs. But Amari, he is going to capitalize on their mistakes.
Yeah, Engineer and Hyper are only an hour apart from each other, so they meet up and fly together. And definitely shows whenever you see them flying. They definitely have a lot of similar
and
techniques.
Like I'm pretty sure they have enough communication from flying with each other that they're going to be able to tell each other like, okay, yep,
on your
I'm
left,
going to give you a little bit more room.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see a pass in the carousel. It's like a really tight area.
That's definitely one of the most common places I take the passes in the carousel because I don't slow down because I know if I slow down in that section, I'm going to hit something.
Yeah. I usually try to keep my quad as close to the inside of the carousel as
like
possible.
with technical sections, your best bet is to just have faith that you pick the right line and that your fingers are doing the right thing because those aren't the places to make corrections. You want to make corrections in like those open areas and where you're picking your line, where you're picking your approach. That's when you have a lot more breathing room. But like when you're in a technical section, have faith that you're just, you know your rates, you know how your radio works.
Manny himself.
Have faith. Yeah, my trick is to not stare at the other pilots. If I see somebody in my view, I try to not look at them. I try to look at the elements that I'm going to next, kind of looking past them, because I feel like the second that I fixate on them, it's like a magnet. I'm just straight into the back of them, and then we both crash. So
yeah, I know that feeling. And what I do a lot of the time, if I'm like practicing on Velocidrone, I'll turn on my ghost so that it's my best lap, and I'm just always with that ghost right in front of me, and I get so used to flying with something in front of me, and then it's like you're flying a lot from memory. You kind of turn it into like a dance.
Yeah, the simulator is great for that type of training, basically pressure, under pressure, racing with other pilots, trying to better your time.
Sardo.
It gets the racing aspect down. And then whenever you're here in real life, you got to figure out how to do it all over again, because it's definitely a little different.
Yeah, looks like we got some channel changing going on out there. This is going to be one of the harder races to follow. And this might be the time when our replay camera comes into action. Do we have Connor out there with the high-speed camera? Because there's 3 fast boys in this one. Oh no, 4. We got Formula in here too. Formula doesn't, he was our, 6th place?
Woo!
This is nuts, kind of. Amari, Engineer, Hyper, and Formula. Yeah. If Hyper and Engineer push too much, they're going to make a mistake.
Hyper and Engineer are the ones to watch. I think that Engineer is going to take him. Because everything's been going really good for Hyper. And
Engineer.
I don't know. We're
oh, buddy.
We're going to see some swapping on places here, I feel.
Yeah, Sean, how do you feel about this one?
Yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. Amari surprised us last time. This is unreal. Yeah. I think, I have no clue what the finishing order is going to be here, but what I want to say is there's going to be at least 6 mid-airs in this heat.
6.
And 3 pilots finish 4 laps.
We need to be able to run that bad. How many mid-airs do you think we're going to have in this heat?
I'll keep a count on the mid-airs if I see them, all right?
Yeah, Burkan, FPV saying Hyper, Engineer, Formula, then Amari.
Formula is about to pull off the biggest upset of all time.
I can see it happening. Formula, whenever he's in the zone, he's got it. I've seen him do some crazy flying. He posts some really good DVR too, and the area he has access to, he could basically set up any track he wants to. So it looks like they have 4 good videos. We're going to be waiting to see some quads arming up. But have you confirmed that we have Connor out there with the high-speed camera?
Good.
Looks like it.
We're going live on the tone in less than 5.
Okay. 4 quads in the air. Dang, okay, everybody launched hard as possible.
the whole shot.
Holy cow.
Gosh.
Yeah, they are really close.
There's our first
Amari takes
mishap
a
from our buddy
crash.
Amari.
Yeah, Amari goes down. Looks
Getting
like
it wrong.
Engineer also went down. and
Hyper
we're-
3 laps left.
yeah, Hyper out in the lead.
Formula 3
So
laps
this is going to be a
left.
battle for second and third if Hyper can keep it smooth.
Amari 3 laps left. Engineer 3 laps left.
Yeah, both Amari and Engineer on that like going on to their second lap both had a slight mistake, so they're still pretty much right on each
Hyper
other.
2 laps
Engineer
left.
just trying to reel him in right now.
Formula 2
And it's
laps
happening.
left.
Amari down the final straight,
Amari
Engineer
2
down the
laps
final
left.
straight, both onto their
Engineer 2
third
laps
lap
left.
now. And Amari gets it wrong. Engineer now in second place.
Engineer is moving.
Hyper's still way out in the lead. I
Hyper
believe that
final
puts
lap.
Hyper onto his fourth lap. Engineer coming around this back section, going
Formula
onto
final
his
lap.
fourth lap right now. There
Engineer
we
final
go.
lap.
I think, yeah, this is going to be an easy race to call.
it for
Oh,
Amari.
I spoke too soon. Engineer goes down. And he might have lost a
Hyper.
prop. His quad fell kind of funny. But there's Hyper in first.
An excellent finish from Hyper.
Amari doesn't look like he's
Formula
getting back up. Hyper or Engineer's back in the air, but I just saw Formula hit the mattress. Does that put Formula in second, Engineer in third?
Unless he's flying an extra lap here.
Yeah, and Engineer pulling it off
Engineer done.
because it looks like Formula.
All
Yeah,
pilots are
Formula
finished.
just watched him come in, so that might be Hyper first, Formula second, Engineer third, Amari fourth.
So it looks like
Sean Ames, is that
Hayden-
correct?
Hayden called it right. That was a
It is
big
what
upset.
correct?
Hyper first, Formula second.
Yes, sir. Yep. Amari ended up, he was running about second place most of the heat and then got super crashy on the third lap. Engineer had kind of several mishaps spread out across the entire heat and could not overcome that. So,
You're gonna be in
yeah,
the
definitely Hyper and Formula moving on in that win. I just, most of the time,
Archie.
I think like, man, I'm glad I'm in the winner's bracket or I'm glad I'm in the loser's bracket. This entire bracket's just really stupid right now.
White.
So,
Yeah.
gonna be a good time.
Race 7. So this is the race that Heads Up dropped down into after he had that rough go into that dive gate on the last race that he was in. So race 7 is going to be Heads Up, Casardo, Manny himself, and then Pilot in Command. We're just waiting for race 7 to update and go on the screen.
Who do you think's going to win between Casardo and Pilot in Command?
If Casardo doesn't beat Pilot in Command
Heads
right
up.
now, I'm probably not going to hear the end of it. So I'm really hoping Casardo pulls this one off. But Manny himself, he's been doing great today. Like, I don't think he's done very much in real life racing, and he's kind of
Coming
been
from the
impressing me.
sim, it's pretty impressive seeing how well he flies.
Especially like he came to one Tiny Trainer race, and he's like, oh, this is one of my like sort of like first real big IRL races, and then he managed to qualify for the top 16.
Pilot in Command.
Yeah, no, I flew with him in all of his qualifying heats, and from somebody that flies or who has been flying for 5 years, it's impressive to see how good he is.
But
So-
he has what, like 2,800 hours in
in the
DRL
DRL sim. Wow.
Yeah, that's double what Sean Ames has, and I used to think Sean Ames was crazy.
When I saw his name on the list, I wondered if he was Manny himself from DRL.
Yep, there he is. So Heads Up, let's make sure he put a charged battery on. I know that last time I saw he had like a 12.5 volt. Looks like he's a 12.7 volts. Maybe his voltage calibration's a little off. Usually we're all sitting around 13 volts because we're all HV charging up to 4.35 volts per cell. Everybody's getting on their channels right now.
What would 12.5 be?
Casardo.
Is that like
4.15.
4.15?
Yeah, a little low, but he doesn't care. I even told him right before the race started, I'm like, Heads Up, you're at 12.5. He's like, I don't care. That's what he said.
It don't matter.
Yep, looks like these pilots are about ready. We're looking for race band 6. Manny himself. I don't have video from him yet. Is Manny out there? Did Manny lose a quad?
But nothing digital. I'm looking at yours right now.
It'd be unfortunate if he doesn't even get to get in this race. I don't see him running out there. Looks like they're starting to arm up quads. Do they need somebody to run this one? Sean Ames, can I get some sort of update on what's going on out there?
Manny himself.
You want me to go look?
Yeah. Because we're missing a pilot. Oh, there he is.
Manny himself.
Hey, Sean, do you have somebody to run the computer out there?
I'm going to run the computer. Can I run the computer?
Oh, I guess you're not in this race. I don't know why you thought you were in this race. I just saw you talking to them, and yeah.
Yeah,
Do you give him a pep talk every time? Because I see you in this pit cam, and then you're always moving your hands a lot.
Yeah.
Are you giving him
Yeah,
a
I'll
pep
do
talk?
it. Yep. I was just
Guess
doing
he's
a video check for our pilots.
Oh, gotcha.
Manny's getting situated, and we're going to be sending this heat. Is anyone going to vote against Heads Up to win this one? I don't think so.
It looks like Hydra does not have Evan in this heat.
Oh,
They
okay.
need to fix something.
Okay, doke.
Let's see. Or at least that is what...
So if
Michael
Evan's not
said.
in this heat on Hydra, I would suggest in not voting in this round
It's a race
on
set.
Hydra.
Oh, it has him there.
Okay, he's in there. They might have got it situated, so good deal. Manny's just getting the final touches on his quad. He was just doing a prop swap, getting seated, and we'll be ready to send it momentarily. This is unfortunately a
Losers
elimination round, but pilots, I want to say congratulations for making it this far. This is the fastest Tiny Trainer pilots in the world, and you are amongst the top 16s. So let's see how this works out. Pilots, arm your quadcopters. Look out for that NASCAR roll. We're going live on the tone.
Matt Bierman says, Heads Up got this. Manny himself did not make it off the blocks. I think he has a prop wrong. And then Casardo is stuck in a gate. So right now we're watching Heads Up and Pilot in Command just kind of go at it. Heads Up with a... He's definitely holding back.
Heads up, 3 laps left.
We're just going to be kind of going live here with Heads Up in red. Just
Pilot
watching
in
how he
command,
takes
3
this
laps
track.
left.
Coming around our back section, onto lap 3,
Heads up, 2 laps left.
down through the dive gate. This is the carousel. This is my favorite part. Oh, he's taking the pass on something. He's going to lap Pilot in Command. And last lap.
Heads up, final lap.
Yeah, this
Pilot
is a
in
pretty
command,
easy
2
race to
laps
call.
left.
We had a pretty big crashes for Manny
Manny
and
himself,
Casardo
3
early
laps left.
on. So if Pilot in Command can keep it together, he's just going to easily take second. Yep. Heads Up coming down into our crash gate. That is first place. Heads Up still
Heads
in
up, heads
this
up, done.
competition. He's going to keep going. We're just going to see if Pilot in Command can keep this lead over Manny himself.
Pilot in command.
Oh, we've got a
final
good
lap,
race
Pilot
on
in
our
command,
hands.
Done. Manny himself, 2
Manny
laps left.
might
Manny himself
be
done.
a lap behind because he was down for a while.
I think he just caught up to Pilot.
Yeah, no, he's a lap behind. He
Oh.
is only on lap 3. Pilot in Command's on his last lap. So, Pilot in Command, if you're trying to battle it out with him, I wouldn't. You are a lap ahead. Okay, Manny now onto his last lap.
The NASCAR rule did shut this one down, though. It looks like we're going to have Pilot in Command in second and Manny himself in third.
Poor guy. Heads Up was too fast. Pulled the NASCAR rule. The NASCAR rule is, it's
Yes.
usually just so a race will finish and you don't have to watch the whole thing. Like if somebody wants to take forever or if somebody kind of never took off and then at the end everybody else crashed, they could kind of sweep everything up and then just finish the race. The NASCAR rule means whenever the winner finishes the race, everybody is now on their final lap. So if you're on your second lap and then Pilot in Command is on his third lap, he already beats you. But if you're both on the same lap together, you still have to battle it out.
Yeah,
But that's a
Popsicle,
Pilot in
50
Command
cal,
though,
Mondo, and
because
James.
Pilot in Command got it wrong there. It looks like I'm in this race. So this race, we're going to be seeing race 8 with Propsicle, Fitty Cal, Mondo, and Shames. Wish me luck.
Who's going to run this one?
Hey, Mondo, I want to go back to being friends. And then we can finish this one first and second. Is that okay? Yeah. Yep. Good deal. I'm on R8. Oop.
We're going to take... Here.
Fitty Cal.
All right, we're back. That was a sponsor from HQ. They're the guys that are giving us all these 3-inch propellers that we're using, our Spec propeller. We got Spec motors, Spec quad, the whole 9, what we're racing. I just got mine stuck under a gate first lap, so that was it for me. But I had fun. It was a lot of fun.
Shames.
Running all this race and doing everything, so I'm all right with that. I'll take my position and move. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. We got Rab FPV cheering on. Cheering on Evan, of course. He did an excellent job that time. Let's see, who do we got in this heat? Can we pull up our pilots with the colors? We got Propsicle in red, FidiCal in white, Mondo in blue, and Shames in green. Mondo and Shames have been back and forth with each other today, so this will be interesting to see between those two. FidiCal and Propsicle, I would say Propsicle's definitely going to be the one to watch here if you're going to want to watch first place. But you never know, anybody can take a crash or do something wrong, and FidiCal is definitely very, very fast. FidiCal and Mondo, kind of a little rivalry going on right now. Same shame. So second place is going to be an interesting battle between all 3 of those pilots. I definitely predict Propsicle getting out on the lead by a little bit. So we'll see if he can hold that lead is the question. We're going to have to fix those LED gates, or the LEDs on our mattress whenever this round is over. We got everybody in the pits there. Mondo's standing right next to the camera so you can see the pores on his head. We're going to get this underway in just a second. Got this awesome takeoff view. And away they go. All 4 quads in the air. Looks like Shames and Mondo are basically the same person right now. Literally on top of each other. But it does look like Propsicle
3 laps left.
is in the lead.
Mondo 3 laps left.
Followed by Mondo. Wow, FidiCal must have had a little hiccup there. He's going to have to reel in
FidiCal
Mondo.
3 laps left. Shames 3 laps left.
Shames is just behind FidiCal. He can reel in FidiCal.
Propsicle 2 laps left.
Let's see.
Mondo 2 laps left.
All right. Propsicle's on the switchback, stitching up the back section. He's going to come around
Shames
the
2 laps
straightaway.
left. Propsicle final lap.
Propsicle might lap Shames on this.
FidiCal 2 laps left. Mondo final lap.
Let's see, I can see Shames in Propsicle's video. Is he going to be able to pass him? I think he's making the pass now.
Shames final lap.
Yep. That was Propsicle finishing it out.
FidiCal final lap.
Get that second spot. It looks like FidiCal has another mess up. That's going to go to Mondo in second place. Congratulations, Mondo and Propsicle. They will be moving on. Shames and FidiCal are just racing for bragging rights right now. And Shames is going to take it. Boy, FidiCal really had a lot of mess ups there.
FidiCal.
Including missing the mattress. You can't showboat too hard to hit that mattress. It's really easy to miss. All right, if you pilots could fix the LED gates on the mattress, that'd be great. Appreciate ya. And yeah, Patty D's in the chat. Yo, what up? Multi GP's in the chat. Good luck, everyone. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Matt Berman says so many props. Yes, there is definitely a lot of props been used. I think we started off with 100 packs just the other day, or 100 sets, we'll call it. And yeah, we're down probably about halfway there, I'd say. But everybody's changing a lot of props here. They don't want any messed up props to hinder their chances of winning some ducats. So they're making sure that all the props are perfect every race, as they should, because this has been a long time coming for this final. Who is, can we take a look at the Hydra, the bets? Is that something that we can pull up and see who's in the lead? Let's see here. Neukel in the first place spot. Scave followed by him a little shortly, not too much. looks like second and third place are just 400 points apart. Neukel's got 11,000 though, so he's 2,000
I didn't know
over.
Scave was watching. That is Dennis Hockman. Hockman, I believe that's how it's pronounced. He's a German pilot. He is also a 533 sponsored pilot. He loves the switchback.
Nice.
It's good to see him tuning in. Multi-GP's also tuned in. You break a gate, you fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not see myself easily taking second, but I even had enough time on my last lap to like have a couple turnarounds because I knew I was out there and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to risk this.
Fiddy had quite a bit, like it was like whenever he would come back to, he would be really jittery and fast and then had,
Engineer.
Couldn't really shake those jitters and it showed in his flying.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel bad. I was just constantly reminding him that this is
you
something where you can't mess up.
You're talking a little smack? All right.
Yeah. Biddy Cal, he definitely lets the nerves get to him.
We'll have to turn those the mic up on the pilots because I didn't hear it that much.
Oh, really? Okay, so race 9 is what we're going into. This is a, losers bracket race? Yes. And that consists of Engineer, Amari, Sky, Wild Type. Gosh.
These are all really hard to judge. If I were to guess, I'm going to say Engineer, Amari, Sky.
I know, Engineer's got it wrong a couple times already, hasn't he?
Amari got it wrong quite a bit the last one,
oh, yeah,
too.
True.
Yeah, Engineer is clearly on the struggle bus tonight. So, I don't know. I'm looking for Amari and Sky to really push past him here. So,
I want to see Engineer come up to this pilot pit cam we got and talk to us. Tell us what you're thinking.
Hey, Engineer. Talk to the pilot cam. What are you thinking right now?
Oh, all right. Well, rowdy. Basically, what came across
Closer.
my mind earlier.
Closer.
Get up on it like it's like right here.
Yeah.
All right.
First POV, Pat.
So what was going through my head earlier was, just take yourself out of the winner's bracket and put yourself
So
in
what he's
loser's
saying is
bracket.
right now, my name's
Be a
Engineer.
man.
I'm going to get fast. All I know is how to send it.
I'm the
Sorry,
best,
Amari,
and
he's
Nick
gone.
Mack is my spotter.
I couldn't hear him, but I would assume he was saying some things we needed muted on the stream anyway for monetization. So, pilots, how are we doing over there?
There's the liquor and the flicker. If you see their OSDs, you'll know what I'm talking about.
The old tiny trainer liquor.
All right. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone.
Hey, 4 quads in the air. That's better than last heat.
Who's going to make the first
Oh,
mistake?
Amari
It
already making a
is-
mistake with Engineer out in front. It looks like Wild Type is on his lid.
Yeah,
Amari,
Wild Type
though,
is
picking
gonna
back
get
up. He's back to being smooth. He kind of forgot the track there for a second. Engineer coming onto his second
Engineer 3
lap.
laps left.
Wild Type
followed
appears to not have a
by
prop.
Amari 3 laps
Amari
left.
and then Sky.
That might be it for Wild Type for this one.
Sky, I don't think the timer's picking him up, but he's in third place right now, closely behind Amari.
Ooh, Sky just takes a crash, so that's going to change things up a little bit.
Engineer 2 laps left.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty sure Sky's
Sky 3 laps
VTX
left.
is
Amari 2
outputting a
laps
little
left.
low because all day his channels looked a little fuzzy like that.
Yeah, got a little feedback.
Oh no. Engineer's on his lid. Does this give Amari first
Amari's
place?
This
all
is
by
gonna do it.
himself right now.
I think right now, Amari and Engineer are both locked in, just getting some practice laps in.
Yeah,
But
Amari's
Amari
smooth
final
right now. He's very locked
Engineer
in.
final lap.
But I'm pretty sure people
Now, this is
probably
for
were
pride
betting on
here.
Engineer.
Let's see if Engineer can catch Amari here, because it doesn't matter. They're both moving on. Who's going to win this lap? Let's see what you got.
Amari coming down.
Engineer
Hey.
tried, but
Engineer.
wow,
Can I
yeah.
get a big old let's go?
He got tangled in that
Amari
LED.
done.
Gosh.
Engineer gave it all he could, though. That was definitely as close of a try you could have gave it.
I want to know what happened to Wild Type out there. Yeah, it looks like Wild Type had some bad luck in that one. It looks like he has a little smudge in the middle of his lens, which usually is a sign that that lens just like met something. There's a little scuff there.
Yeah,
So, finishing order, Amari, then Engineer, and then I think Sky, then Wild Type. So Wild Type in fourth.
Yeah, Wild Type actually took a crash and lost the propeller, so he wasn't able to get up.
Yeah, so up race 10. This is going to be a good one to watch as well. This is a loser's bracket race.
Who do
I
we
just
got?
sent 2 of these boys down to this race.
Uh-oh. Little smack talking.
Heads up.
Race 10 consists of Heads Up, Shames, Fiddy Cal, and Pilot in Command. How is Pilot Command feeling right now?
He's got to be shaking like a leaf on a tree if I were him.
Yeah, he is the only pilot here today running KISS firmware, and we're going to take a quick second to thank one of our sponsors. Beautiful ad. Thank you, Orca, for providing this trophy. And a quick update. It sounds like Neukel just lost a lot of points. I think he had a little bit of faith in Engineer there. Can we get a leaderboard update?
For our Hydra app.
Yeah, let's get that leaderboard over here. I want to see how many points Neukel lost.
Neukel was in the lead. Let's see if that knocked him out of the lead.
Hannah Morgan says, I'll be your hype
It
woman,
did.
Amari. I believe that's his wife.
Neukel's in 3rd place now.
Oh, gosh, he
Cyborg
dropped down.
takes the
Well, he
lead.
lost 4,000 points. Everybody else moved up by betting nothing.
Risk it for the biscuit, and I think he did.
Gosh, we got 4 quads going. So let's see what that pit cam's doing.
So if you guess,
Yeah, there's 4 pilots in their seats. Looks like we're waiting for Sean Ames to get things situated.
when you guess the pilot order, if you get some of them right, you don't get any points. You got to get
As
all
long
of
as
them.
you get first right, then you get points. And if you get first and second right, then you get more points. But you have to get the first one
But
right.
what if you get all 4 of them right? Is that
Then
the
you get a
most?
ton of points.
Oh, all right, I love it. Cool.
Okay, looks like we're about to go live.
On the tone.
4 pilots in the air. Heads up in the lead, followed by Fiddy Cal, I believe. No,
Yeah.
it's close between Sean and Fiddy Cal. Sean is definitely in second place right now.
James is moving and grooving. He's got
Heads up's
somebody
already
right
about
on his
4
tail.
gates ahead.
Heads up 3
And
laps
Sean
left.
in second, Fiddy Cal in third.
Fiddy Cal's about 3
Shames
gates
3
behind
laps
Shames at the
Fiddy
most.
Cal 3 laps left.
He's reeling him in
Pilot
now.
in
I think
command,
he's
3
going to make
laps
the
left.
pass on the carousel, which is going to be very
Yeah,
entertaining.
no, Fiddy Cal kind of ramps it up as he goes because
yeah.
I think he's
There's
like,
the pass.
he knows he's in the loser's bracket. Here he comes. He is now
Heads
in
up
second
2
place,
laps
coming
left.
around onto his third lap.
Fiddy
Can
Cal
he
2
hold it
laps left.
together with the pressure of
Shames
Shames? He
2 laps
cannot.
left.
He
Oh,
takes a
no.
crash. Shames has got open air.
Yeah, Shames now safely in
in
second
command, 2
place.
laps left.
Fiddy
Heads
Cal has a
Heads up
lens
finish
problem.
is going to
Heads
be
up
after
final
this
lap.
lap.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up seeing heads up first, Shames second. Let's watch Shames keep it clean. He is
Shames
now
final
on
lap.
his final lap. He cannot be NASCAR.
Fiddy Cal final lap.
Fiddy Cal also, so
Heads up
Shames
finish.
and Fiddy Cal have to finish this
Ooh.
lap to
Pilot in
decide
command,
who
final
gets second place.
Oh, and we take a mess up from Fiddy Cal.
Yeah, he's been kind of having a rough go with things in this heat. And here's
is
Shames
gonna
coming
take the
down to the
straightaway.
crash
He's
gate.
into it.
Meets
Shames
the
done.
mattress.
Shames is in second. Heads up in first.
So if we ever see a very close race, the way we are calling this crash gate is whoever hits the mattress first gets
Pilot
that
in command,
win.
pilot in
So
command done.
we have our replay cam set up so we can actually see that mattress deform. So like whenever you hit that mattress, it actually looks like a drop of water going like into water, so it like ripples
ripple.
out. It's really cool to see. I hope one time we have a close enough race that we're going to be doing a measuring contest, kind of seeing exactly who hits right before the other, because you can see the color of their LED going towards the mattress, and then you just see them smack it, and then there's that little ripple going out. So it looked like, who'd we have? We had Heads Up in first, Shames in second, Fiddy Cal in third, and then Pilot in Command in fourth. And then we're going to be going into race 11. That's calling me back out there.
Can I breathe now? I'm just curious.
Yeah, you're safe.
So race 11, Hyper Popsicle Mondo and Formula. This is not a good day for me.
No, you're good.
I'm heading out there.
You got it. Mondo's going to make an upset here for one of these faster pilots. Hyper and Propsicle are fast, but like I said, one small mistake and Mondo's definitely fast enough to take the pass there. This is going to be an interesting race. I would definitely put some points
Oh my goodness.
on Hyper or Propsicle, but if you want to throw it a mix-up, your boy Armando is going to be right there for him, so we'll see.
You're on R2.
Hannah Morgan says, I'll be your hype woman, Amari. Right, let's see. What are we going to do next? We are going to bet on some Hydra betting because I haven't done it in a while, and this should be easy. I'm going to make a bigger bet though. This time I'm going to put a little bit of confidence in my bet.
Mondo.
Mondo. Hydra. All right, my bet's in. Patty D says this is going to be epic.
Hyper.
That is correct. I agree, Petty D. It is going to be epic. We are going to see lots of carnage if there's going to be a crash, because these pilots are going to be moving as fast as these quads can go, because there's money on the line, bragging rights, and it's just fun to go fast. Send it is our motto. It's also Pyro Jones' motto, one of our sponsors. Love that place. These gold goggles are going home today. Who's going to be wearing them? I think that we should almost make them fly a victory lap with the gold goggles on. That'd be doable. We're going to check in with Shames and see about his race predictions before we get this race underway.
Yeah, this is always the heat to watch here. Race number 11. We've got Hyper, Formula, Propsicle, and Mondo going here. We've noticed this is the first Tiny Trainer race where money is on the line, and I feel like it's definitely making a difference. These guys, you can tell there's a lot more nerves, there's pressure on them, so I'm having a much harder time calling who's going to win each race than normal. But this one, Hyper, I've always said, is one of the most talented pilots in all of drone racing. Propsicle is one of the most skilled drone racers in the game. So I look for them two to go 1 and 2, but honestly, if they make the tiniest mistake, Formula and Mondo are going to be there to capitalize. All 4 pilots are going to finish this race within 3 seconds of one another. So if anyone's got an iPhone camera with slow-mo, would you please go stand by the crash gate and make sure we get this one, because this is going to be wild. Pilots, how are we doing over there?
Run it.
All right, we're going to send it. Arm your quadcopters. We're going live on the tone. Here we go, Hyper, Formula, Propsicle, Mondo with the whole shot. But we already got 2 pilots making noise and hitting things. Who is that? Looks like Propsicle was down early, but he's back up. All pilots are back up in the air. Mondo's back up in the air. He might be close to the lead. Yeah, it looks like Mondo's gonna come across.
Mondo 3 laps left.
Well, it's Mondo and Formula on top of each other, absolutely hammed up. Looks like Formula just got something wrong. He is flipping and flopping, trying to get turned back over. He did not lose a prop, so he's still in it, but these pilots are going so hard. Mondo's coming across. He's going to get...
2 laps left. Mondo 2 laps left.
Oh, it's Mondo and Hyper now, absolutely on top of each other.
Hyper's in first, just by a little bit. I'd say about...
Formula 2 laps left.
Oh, but there goes Hyper. And just like that, Hyper makes a mistake. That might be
Mondo's
it for Hyper.
going to take it in the second place.
Mondo final lap.
Yeah, Hyper's down.
So Hyper and Mondo and Propsicle are on their final laps. Formula is stuck on the ground.
Mondo goes down.
Mondo gets
No.
Come on, Mondo. Come on, Mondo.
Get up, get up. Propsicle's going in for his final lap.
Can he find where he is?
That's it for Propsicle. That's
Wow,
first place.
look, Hyper's brought it back.
Wow.
And
Hyper,
just like that, gigantic upset here.
Oh,
Wow.
Hyper takes the 2 spot.
all right, I'm up.
Wow.
Good luck, boys.
Thank you.
Mondo biffed it on the dumb ladder.
Yikes. Man, Mondo really had it in the bag there if he wouldn't have made that mistake.
I didn't see a midair, but it could have been. But I just know Mondo was near the ladder when he went down. So it might have been a midair. Did you hit somebody?
Mondo goes to the loser's
Wow.
bracket.
Wow, wow, wow. Propsicle, Hyper, Mondo. Looks like we had 14.6 from Propsicle with his second lap. So
incredibly
Propsicle came out of the gate, made a mistake early, knew he was down. He pulled a 14.6, which is within 1/10 of a second of the fastest lap we've seen on this track. So they're playing a different game than I play. This is just not right. So.
Yep, he reeled in those other pilots pretty quickly from that mess up that he made. That was an interesting race for sure. We are going to see Mondo go to the loser's bracket, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was his first loss. We will see, though, to finalize that. Yeah, I don't know what to say after that. There was a lot of ups and downs in that race. There was...
Who's in this next race? Am I back out there?
Possible. You're not.
No, okay.
All right. What was your take on that, Armando? There was a lot of upsets. I know
I'm
that
kind
you
of
had
disappointed in myself because I heard Hyper went down and I was just like happy in my head. I'm like, I got this. And then as soon as I thought that thought, I hit the gate.
Yeah. You can't really think about anything other than the next gate.
Yeah. I heard him hit something pretty hard and then he was next to me like pretty disgruntled and talking about it, and that's all I could think about. I need some music going in my ear, but that was nuts. That was a crazy race.
You almost had second locked in, and Prop just freaking snapped. He really put it in hyperdrive. That's awesome.
It was probably one of my favorite races.
Yeah,
in my career so far.
and same thing with Hyper. You know, Hyper came back from way back in the back. He had some mess ups as well, and he capitalized off of your mistakes.
He did.
So that was your first loss, though, right?
Yeah, I'm still in it.
Yeah, you're in the losers bracket.
I'm going to race 13, I believe.
Who do you know that's also going there with you?
Who else lost that one? Formula? So me and Formula are going to go there, and we're going to race the winners of race 12.
All right.
Yep.
Take a look at this beautiful chart here of all of our current races.
Yeah, down there you'll see the semi-finals. I just got bumped into that. That is race 13. That's where I'll be going, and then the winners of race 12 are also going in there. So I'm going to be racing Formula, and then the winners of this race between Engineer, Amari, Shames, and Heads Up.
Being that you're in the semifinals after you win that race, we'll say you'll be going into the finals, correct?
Well, I just said that Engineer, Shames, Heads Up, or Amari's also going to be in that race to go to the finals. So it's going to be tough.
I think you got it.
I just need to get calm. Forget that last race. You always want to forget how you did that last race. You just fly it like you're just going out there, like you're just going to put on a show. You're doing it for yourself. That's the only person you're racing for.
Every pack is a new chance. Zimmergy says that was awesome. I agree. Zimmergy's one of our local St. Louis pilots.
All the emotions. Yeah. Was the pit cam working that time? There was some words said.
Yeah, no, I think it's better off that our mics are not working on the pilot cams right now.
Yeah, pilots are getting situated.
I like how everybody has a spotter in these races. Everybody wants to get in on the action.
Yeah, pilots are good.
Going live on the tone. All right.
4 quads in the air.
Heads Up's got a lead by a little bit, but not a whole lot. Amari's right behind him. They're going through the ascension.
Amari goes down.
It's giving Heads Up a lot of breathing room there.
Well, Engineer's close behind Heads Up. We've seen this before.
Second place spot.
Heads Up 3 laps left.
Yeah, I believe Amari's out of this race, but we're watching Heads Up.
Oh,
Engineer goes down.
Takes a tumble.
He's looking. He's trying to figure out where he was. Okay, there we go. Engineer coming through our FPV gates section with Sean close behind. Sean's about 2 gates behind Engineer. If he can close this gap, or if Engineer makes another mistake, we're going to see an upset.
Shane's 2 laps left.
Heads Up coming around for his final
Heads
lap.
Up onto his last lap. Engineer back on the ground. Shames keeping it clean through the ladder. Shames is now in second place.
Engineer is having a little problems after that crash. He needs to kick it into hyperdrive.
Shames' final lap. Heads Up's done. I believe because of the NASCAR roll, Shames is going to be second place. Heads Up finished before Engineer went on to his 4th lap.
Engineer is ripping this lap.
But he's going to send it just to show Sean Ames that he can catch him. There we go, Sean.
Wow. That was an awesome
There's some emotions for you.
I'd say that "let's go" is probably the most common saying in drone racing.
Engineer made, 2 mistakes? That last one really cost him.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you'll be seeing me in this next race, race 13, and we're going to be seeing Heads Up and Sean Ames in that race as well. We're going to see some channel changes, but I'm going to get ready. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths. I like to breathe in.
Yeah, get in that woosah mode.
Breathe into the count of 4, breathe out up to 8. Just do that over and over. Forget everything.
We're going to go to break, take a check out at one of our sponsors. All right, Pyrodrone, nice ad, love that. Let's see what's going on in the chat, not a whole lot. Multi-GP is definitely getting excited about these races, as am I. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got a little bit of echo from Shames's mic. Shames, what's your next prediction? I think he's going to be in this race.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yep, got you loud and clear.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That was crazy race, Shames. What do you think?
That was bananas. You know, Engineer, I know he had a ton of trouble coming into brackets, and he just couldn't get it right. Honestly, I have no clue what happened other than I was the second person to finish that race. But big time shout out to both Engineer and Amari, two of the fastest pilots in the world. And it's a bummer to see them out of this race, but it's rough because they're friends of mine, and I'm disappointed for them, but I'm excited for myself. We're going to semifinals, and it's going to be bananas. So.
Yeah, you deserved it. That was definitely an awesome battle, and it went all the way to the end, which is exciting for all of us. All right, we got a little look at our leaderboard. We're gonna Mondo and Formula are in the semifinals. Shames and someone else. We're getting their channels changed, and we'll show that in just a second. We're going to look at the Hydra betting scores. We do have a new winner in first place with 71,000, FR Skyler. Cyborg's in second with 49,000. Definitely a lot of moving around. Neukel is just not making the same traction that he was making before, but he did win 9,000 points there. But so did the first
Formula.
and second, so it's definitely going to keep everything steady with that. Somebody's going to win these $100. Yep, so we got Heads Up in red, Shames in white, Mondo in blue, and Formula in green. This is going to be an interesting race. Shames and Mondo are best buds, locals to this St. Louis FPV racing chapter, and they fly together all the time. Heads Up is just, you know, the fastest pilot here, I would say. And he's going to make light work of this track. As long as he doesn't make any mistakes, I think it would be a healthy bet to put it on Heads Up for the one spot. But the real
does anyone have eyeballs on Formula? We're looking for Formula.
Formula, we'll find Formula. The real thing to watch here is going to be the second place spot. Who's going to get the second place spot to move on to the finals? Because that's going to give that person, those two people, the chance to win some money. And we all like money. Greenbacks, ducats. It's going to be good. Shames is number 1 from Multi-GP. Let's go. This is going to be interesting. I don't know really who to bet for, so I'm not going to bet. But if you were going to bet, who would you bet for? Put it in the chat. Who do you got for the number 1 spot? Who do you got for the number 2 spot? Number 2 spot's who I really want to know about.
All right, semifinal round. Yeah. Hey.
Everybody's getting into their seats. I got 3 good videos-ish. Looks like R8's got a little bit of ghosting, but nothing crazy. Everybody's putting their goggles on, getting comfortable. Their spotters are all next to them to help them through the course. Shames' mic is on, so we'll be able to hear all the talking in the pits.
I need you to. Here, let me make sure. Let me get my quad, yeah.
Making some last-minute adjustments. This is going to be epic. Mondo, I hope, gets the second spot, but I also hope that Shames gets the second spot, because those are 2 of my homies from this region, and I hope to see one of them get a chance to get some money.
I'll tell you when I figure it out.
Hayden has been constant with the Formula, is about to shock the world, so I like that Hayden is definitely 100% Formula's backer.
Yeah, this is Formula's second event here in the warehouse. He traveled down from the great state of Minnesota to be here, so he's really had a great showing at both of the events he was at here. New on the scene, a lot of people don't know who Formula is, but he's definitely one of the fastest pilots in drone racing right now, so we're excited to have him here in the basement of the warehouse.
Alrighty guys, get comfortable and fly fast.
Yep.
We do have 2 upsets. That's going to be Heads Up and Shames. Shames is all black. Heads Up is back. He's going to have to reel in some people here if he wants to make that first place spot. Formula is in first.
Heads Up 3 laps left. Formula 3 laps left.
Actually, Heads Up
Mondo
made the
3
pass
laps
right
left.
as I said that, but he makes a mistake. He's got it all wrong. He's blacked out. Oh my gosh. Formula and Mondo are in the air. Mondo has got the lead, but Formula just takes the pass. Mondo's right there. He just needs to hold steady and get this race.
Mondo 2 laps left. Formula 2 laps left.
Mondo's got the lead now. He's just stitching up the last part of this course.
Massive upset here. No one would have expected Shames to go down like he did.
That was terrible to watch, James. I am very sorry to see that. As well as
Mondo
Heads Up
coming
going
back.
down, because Heads Up's got a black camera as well, so you're not the only one. Mondo is on fire right now. He just needs to take it smooth.
Formula final lap.
He's got more than enough space to win this. More than enough space. Mondo just absolutely put on a clinic on Formula there. That was an amazing performance by our buddy Armando, and I'm so glad to see him move on. Formula's got to get up and hit that mattress, though. Hit it! There we go. Yeah, what a terrible race for 2, and what an excellent race for 2. Mondo is going to be moving on, and that was one of the 2 that I wanted to move on, so I got it halfway right. Brandon in the chat says Formula is a prodigy. Look out. That is the case here. He did stick it out. I think that if Heads Up wouldn't have went into that staircase, he wouldn't have had such a bad crash. But once you hit that staircase, your quad just starts bouncing around like a ping pong ball, and that looked like it dislodged his battery, so he was unable to continue the race. So yeah, Formula and Mondo are going to move on to the finals. Mondo with a chance at money. Formula with a chance at money. Jay Rice is cheering on Mondo in the chat. I agree. Mondo did a very good job there. He's going to be coming over here and sitting down, letting off some of that steam. I don't even think you built up any steam on that one, really. You looked very cool, calm, and collected. You didn't have any shaky moments.
Yeah, I kind of just kept going as fast as I could, but like at a steady pace. I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to push it. I saw Formula in front of me, but I knew that like as long as we both kept it steady, it was done, right?
Yep. No, you guys kept it steady for a while. He made a pass on you at one point, and I was thinking that if you didn't hold a little bit faster of a pace, that he was going to hold it, but you kind of seen him pass you, and then you got that extra.
Yeah. When did Shames
gear.
drop out of that race?
Shames dropped out, I believe, first, and then after he went black, it was not only maybe another half of a lap, and Heads Up was getting up from a crash, and he was really trying to reel it in afterwards, and he got it wrong and just bounced around on that staircase in the back left corner. So
yeah, that's not good for your quad, but we're going to be going into a Chase the Ace final, which means this race is not done until one of these pilots wins 2 times. So you're going to be waiting to see one of these pilots pull off 2 wins, and then directly after that, Casey is going to bring these gold goggles out to the pits, and then he's going to crown the champion, because I'm in this race, so I can't crown the champion. But
cool. So if you win this race, just stay by the camera in the pits.
Yep.
And we'll come out and we'll have a little.
We'll congratulate you, crown the champion. We're gonna tell him that we'll pay him via PayPal or Venmo, and then we're gonna come in here and we're gonna talk about who got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But usually there's a little bit of math required to figure out 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place.
Mondo, are these goggles looking more approachable for you right now?
Like within my reach. Bring it in, Heads Up. Yeah, Heads Up gets to join us for the rest of the stream, talking to us. Oh, actually.
And Cal.
Heads Up gets to crown our champion. I think that would work.
Yeah, I'm all for it, yeah.
And then he gets to give away 533's money.
Sweet. I love doing that.
Hopefully he gives it away to Mondo, which would keep it in a closed loop, and I'm sure you guys are both looking for that.
But I'm going to have to get out there.
Good luck, Armando. I think that you can do this. Just keep calm and fly your race, bud. We got Heads Up and Fitty Cal here.
That's right.
That's right. The 2 losers today.
Two losers, man. You guys really put on a show, though. That was excellent flying by both of you. You didn't lose for any reasons other than just
Yeah, this wasn't our day.
the
you
way,
know?
the, way the cookie crumbled.
Exactly. So much in drone racing is just whose day it is, and some day it's your day, other days it's not. So today it wasn't my day or Cal's day, but you know, I love watching people enjoy drone racing, and for other people to go out and it be their day and really like get that spark of adrenaline every single time. I love watching it, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So to see pilots like Formula, Armando, Mason, and or Hyper, I guess, and Propsicle all out there, these guys are out there shaking, having the time of their life, and I can't wait to watch it go down. So you know, this will be a cool thing for me to be here watching on the commentator side of things, and I absolutely have no idea what's going to happen. It could go 1,000 different ways, and especially with Chase the Ace, like these guys, it'll be who can win twice. So one guy might have a bad run, but then come back and win 2 in a row. We don't know what's going to happen, and we're just going to have to watch. So here we go.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy race. We're going to look at the Hydra betting one last time. Get those bets in for this race, because this is also the final race for you to make the last-minute changes. It looks like FR Skyler, he's got 55. I don't know if anybody's going to catch up to him. If he makes it wrong, he could possibly get past, but Cyborg's going to have to get everything right, basically, to do that.
I don't see Neukel up there anymore. What happened to Neukel?
No, he moved way down. Look at Fitty Cal and Quesardo, though. 51, 54, 51, 52. You got
I haven't bet in so long. So.
I'm getting my phone out right now. I'm going to bet. I'm coming for the late season. It ain't over till it's over. You know, these guys could all miss it, and I'm going to... Let's see.
Are you going with prop or hyper in this one?
No. If you're going to win, you're going to have to go with, like, the crazy bet. So I'm going Mondo.
Mondo for
Bring
the
it
win.
home, Mondo.
This is awesome.
I'm going Mondo. Mondo. I don't think props crashed this entire time. I'm going Mondo, Mason, and then I'm going prop last.
Oh, Lord.
I think he's due. Prove him wrong, though.
They're about to go.
I hope that nobody makes any mistakes, because if you do...
Arm those tiny trainers. We're going
Here we
live
go.
on the tone in less than 5.
Gold goggles, guys.
False start. It looked like Hyper got a little bit excited on that start.
That was my bad. I apologize.
They're a little gassed up over there.
Yeah,
we're just really excited to watch this race.
They're on.
Adrenaline's pumping on this race. But if you're really going to take a win, I think that in a situation like this, adrenaline should be not a factor, and you should be calm.
You know, in a perfect world, it would be that way. In a perfect world, there'd be no nerves, no adrenaline. But I think it's there, and it's just who's able to control it and really, I guess, accept it.
Oh, hey.
Trying to wish the nerves off of them.
Yeah. Dive gate.
Dive gate's hole shot.
All right, we hear Shames changing it up in there.
So when they say hole shot, they're talking about, so mid-airs unfortunately are part of drone racing, and we don't want somebody to lose in the first turn because of a mid-air. So what we do by the hole shot rule is make it to where we set a gate and say if you mid-air before this gate, then we're going to restart the race. And that's where they're deciding that gate right now, and it sounds like they're going to make it the dive gate, but who knows? I don't know what they decided.
Yep, so that makes sure that all 4 pilots are safely through the dive gate before we consider that a full race to keep going.
We're actually going with the high white gate.
That's a good one.
High white gate. Yep.
So just after the split S.
All right. I think we're geared up and ready to go. We know these guys are ready to go.
Don't say anything.
Let's not make them wait any longer. Pilots, arm those tiny trainers. Live on the tone. There we go.
Ooh.
All right.
Propsicle goes
Propsicle down. My
mistake.
Hydra betting
He was
is
definitely a
low,
favorite to
baby.
win this race.
Looks like.
Oh no, Armando goes down too. Propsicle and Armando down. It looks like
It's Hyper and Formula
is not up yet. Mondo is up.
Hyper 3 laps left.
Propsicle cannot get up. Prop is
We
down,
got a mess
confirmed.
up.
Formula 3 laps left.
Oh,
Formula takes a
Come
crash.
on, Formula.
Mondo 3 laps left.
Oh, Mondo goes
takes
down.
the-
Formula looking good for second.
So many upsets right now.
Mason
Mason with
first.
a huge lead. Just
Mason
staying it,
laps
Mason.
left.
Mason needs to just stay smooth, and he can
He's
take
killing
this.
it. That's great for Mason.
He's gonna make a pass in the. corkscrew here.
We got to remember, this
will be a multi-race final, so they're definitely racing for position here. Whether they think they can win this race or not, it's absolutely vital. There's hundreds of dollars on the line. That's going to be
2 laps left.
the difference of what place someone gets in this race.
Hyper is
so these
on the
guys are still
carousel.
going as hard as they can.
Hyper cannot make any mistakes, so that's going to give everybody else a big chance.
So here's Hyper coming in for the finish.
Hyper takes it. First
Hyper,
place.
stay at the pilot zone. Wait to get interviewed.
Wow.
Mondo's coming in hot here, but no, Formula's...
Oh, Mondo goes down.
Oh! Formula coming in second. That's big news for him.
Mondo with the third. And Props go
Mondo
in
done.
fourth. Wow.
You guys called it.
Huge up. You called it, Evan.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I mean, that is what song is that from? Is that
if you ain't first, you're last.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That was crazy. What a bunch of upsets.
That was rowdy.
Let's see. Now here's where boys come to men, in my opinion. Now Prop just came off a bad heat, and we're gonna see he's able to turn it around and come back and win. That's where I know Prop's a young kid, so we're gonna have to see if he's been racing for a while now. He's getting that race experience under him, and that's one of the hardest things for the youngest kids is to make a mistake and come back and prove everyone wrong again, and not let those nerves get to him. So I know if anybody can do it, it's Prop. He's been on DCL Quad Force 1, getting second place throughout the season, and if anybody's gonna do it at an age like him, it's gonna be him. So we're gonna see. He came off a fourth this one, and as Mondo was Shames was saying, that position does matter. So he's gonna need to do well this heat if he has any shot at a podium and higher. Hopefully, he wants to win, though. I'm sure.
Got to overcome the adversity.
Get a little bit of money too. You know, that's always nice.
Prop likes money. I mean, I'm sure at what, $1,500 is.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of Snickers bars.
Put a down payment on a car.
That's a lot of Snickers bars.
That's awesome. Oh gosh, I don't know who to bet on. Man, I would love to see Armando get out in the front and everybody else just have some bobbles.
I know, Evan, you just moved up into fifth in the Hydro Points. I just checked. Yeah, you're in fifth now. So
Look at me go. I think.
Oh wait, never mind.
Hey, I'm a little curious. How many races do you guys think we're gonna go tonight?
I don't know. I mean, with those amount of upsets, it's any man's game right now.
I think I'm gonna call 4.
I always vote for 5 races.
Oh yeah.
I just want to see 5 races.
Most
in
of the
JCH.
most.
No, I think no more than 3. No more than 3.
No more than 3. That's
because it'll be hard for unless Prop and Mason can midair. I don't think that there's going to be another.
That's true.
Because if one of them goes down, then the other one's going to take it. Just because I mean they're so they're so good, and it's gonna be super hard for somebody like Formula and Mondo to come and like outfly them because when they're on, they're like near untouchable in the world. They're some of the best in the world.
Having them next to each other is definitely going to lower their odds of finishing, though, because they're going to each push each other a lot harder than if one of them has a big gap.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
If it's a close race, it's going to be any man's race. But if somebody gets out in front, I think that they'll be able to finish it.
Exactly. I mean, I think the biggest. One of the guys that we weren't expecting is to get there as Formula. You know, he went to one race, and I think he got second or third at the race. I think he was back in race 3 or 4.
He got third.
And then now he's up here in the finals where the top 16 from everywhere. He's worked his way through the bracket fair and square, beating guys who are known to be really, really good. And he has absolutely proved himself coming out of nowhere, really, coming to just that one race. You know, he's been practicing. I know it's snowy up in Minnesota. I talked to his daddy, so it was like negative 20 like 2 weeks ago or something. Wow. But who knows, he might be practicing in his room with the tiny trainers. I don't know. But it's whatever he did, it worked, and he needs to keep doing it because he's up against the best of the best right now, and he's putting on a show.
And he's insured to get some money here if he makes the right decisions. So that's always a little
money
confidence.
is nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Shames was talking about is him getting second is so important. Even if he gets last these other 2 races, him locking down a second, the way the points works later, is vital for him to maybe get that third, maybe get that second in the points, even if he doesn't do as well in these next couple of heats. So it's props to him for that one.
Yeah, Destry in the chat cheering for Formula. Definitely got some backers in the chat. Let's see who's going to take this. We're going to take a look at the Hydra betting one more time just to see where we stand. If we had any changes of position, we did not.
Oh, we did.
We did see a huge amount of points, 16,000 points lost by our first place person. So that's going to give second and third definitely a chance to get $100. So I mean, make those decisions correctly because you never know.
I just want to point out that I lost all my points in that heat.
I think I didn't even bet. I didn't get in time, but I moved up just because everybody else bet and lost all their points.
Yeah,
so
sometimes
I'm playing
it's better
consistent.
to hold your cards. Yeah.
Yep.
and I was corrected. It's Hannah Montana who says everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, that's what
or nobody makes.
Tropical Onion said. I think you guys are quoting Hannah Montana.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, good.
Tropical Onion.
No, fun fact about Tropical Onion. You want to know something crazy about Tropical Onion? He is the one who got me into flying drones.
Oh, nice.
Yep, Tropical Onion. That was like
now
5 years ago.
He's here in the chat cheering
He's
you
in
on.
here in the chat.
I think you should tell the story when you hit him in the face.
I don't.
I've heard that story before.
Yeah, it's a good one. But back to the chat. We have Brandon Wentworth. I wonder if that's his brother. Can't sleep on formula. Devil smiley face. I wonder who. I would bet that's his brother. Maybe a cousin, nephew.
But definitely family member. Same last name, so.
Not nephew. I apologize. Don't.
Daughter.
I'm rooting for the upset. I want to see the 2 fast guys go down and the 2 underdogs.
Everybody
move
loves
on.
an upset. Everybody loves an upset.
That's an interesting, take on it. And usually you want to bet for the fastest, but it's nice to see the underdogs get up there and switch it up, change it up, mix it up.
Oh boy,
they're just standing around talking smack. We are gonna get these videos set up. And
looks like Mondo's having to test the quad right now.
Does somebody have a chance to win this right now? So if Hyper wins this is it.
It's over. Yeah, he gets the gold goggles. Gets $1,500.
Hyper, no pressure, but a lot of pressure is on Hyper.
Look at that. I love the lights shining up into their face. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know Prop wants some right now. He definitely does.
Prop, if you can hear me, get you some, baby.
Oh, he can, but he's probably jamming his tunes trying to keep his mind right.
All right, Prop. Prop, look to your right.
Prop, if you can hear us, look to your right.
That
Good
was
luck,
way
baby.
funnier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Prop
Mondo, if you can hear me, make this your race. Do it, bud.
Let's go, Mondo.
Everybody, good luck. I hope you all fly very well.
Oh, Alex Campbell's in here.
Alexander Stephen Campbell.
Alexander Stephen Campbell.
Old Chief.
Let's go, boys.
What's your race prediction, Sean?
This race is going to be bananas again. Looking forward to it. We got 4 pilots with good video. How are we doing over there? You guys all set? Looks like they're all set. My pick for this one, like I said, I'm looking forward to go five races. I think Propsicle's going to take this one just to extend it on, and then Formula and Mondo will get their chance in future heats. So,
we heard a battery dab from
Stand by.
No go?
Yep.
I've never understood that. Like, why? I think that every pilot should have a checklist.
Chief just said in the chat.
I think every
Sounds
pilot.
like we got a dead battery over here.
Oh my goodness.
11.2.
Why do you not check that?
That might have been the secret. I should have sent it. I should have sent it.
Chief, this is finals. We have Hyper, Formula, Mondo, and Propsicle in the finals.
Yeah, Chief, who do you got for this round?
We just had this is race number 2. Hyper won the first one.
Is Hyper gonna finish it off and take those gold goggles?
Formula
right
took
now?
second. Honestly, I'm going for Formula. Like Formula, I've just cheered for him. He seems like he came out of nowhere at the GQ last year, came out of nowhere in Nationals last year, and he's just like always underdog, great kid, has great parents, and I just somebody I like to cheer for. So
yeah, in this race he's been in the right place at the right time because he's just skated along past a lot of pilots that were a little bit faster, but he
it's
just
his
made
day.
the right decision.
So now he's just got to take advantage of it. Just go for it. It's his day.
This is going to be interesting. Let's
All
look
right,
at the
we
colors.
got 4 quads on the blocks. Is everybody set, comfortable? This could be the last race tonight or your first race for a win. So pilots, let's arm those tiny trainers. We are gonna go live on the tone. I'm looking on the right screen. Icing them a little bit. Here they are off. Looks like I think an early lead to
Propsicle
Hyper.
goes down.
Propsicle gets it wrong
He's
again
back
right out of the gate, but he's back up in the air. And I think we're going to see some crazy laps here from him.
Prop's about to get him from.
Hyper,
3 laps left.
after the first lap, is in the lead. He's
Formula
going to be
3 laps
second.
left.
Formula, Propsicle,
Propsicle, 3
Mondo,
laps
all
left.
within about a half of a second
Mondo
of one
3 laps
another.
left.
Mason is flying smooth, keeping it smooth, way ahead.
I think Hyper
Hyper
feels
2
like
laps
this one's
left.
in the bag, but we know what drone racing is.
Propsicle
So
2
at
laps
this
left.
point, it's anybody's game. It's
Mondo
going to
2
be
laps left.
hard
Formula
to
2
tell.
laps left.
Mason's flying very, very well.
Mondo's got a good line as well.
Propsicle's gaining on him.
Hyper final lap.
Now Hyper goes across on his final lap. Here's Propsicle on his final lap. Hyper's got to stay on the gas here. Prop's going to catch him. Hyper safetied up, but he might need to put it on to get across here. But here's Hyper for the win.
Hyper wins.
Good job,
Mason.
Propsicle in second.
There you have
And
it,
Mondo's
ladies and
going to come
gentlemen.
across in third.
1, 2, 3. Hyper, Propsicle, Mondo. Let's go out there and give these goggles to Hyper. He is well deserving of them.
Formula done.
Now, people might not realize that Hyper is native to St. Louis.
Alrighty, Hyper, stay in that pilot
right
area.
here with St. Louis FPV.
What an awesome win. Hyper deserved that. Hyper, stay right there. We're going to have those goggles delivered to you. They're on their way from Headsup.
Sir.
Crowning the champion with our gold goggles from Orca FPV. Well deserved from Hyper. He started out here in St. Louis. He went over to Florida. He comes down here all the time to race in any of our major events. Definitely the events that have money, because he knows that he has what it takes to take down these pilots and deserve that money. That
all right, come over here. All right, we got Hyper here.
$1,500.
We got Headsup here. What's happening?
How's it going? We have a winner. Hyper. I know you had a disappointing performance at Nationals this year.
Yeah.
So how does that feel, coming back and winning such a big series like over the winter? This is the biggest winter series that we had, I think, all across the country.
Yeah, I think so too. It's Nationals was really disappointing. I had a great qualifying and then just didn't support it in the brackets, which sucked. But coming into this, the warehouse coming here the first time was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I had to get used to a whole lot of stuff. We raced then, you bested me then.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. And now, luckily I got a little bit more used to this. You had a little bit of bad luck here and there.
Yeah,
and
for
it
sure.
just,
It was your day.
Between Propsicle, yeah, just my day, I guess.
Dude, yeah, no, that was crazy. You and Prop were going at it the entire time. You got some new goggles, so I mean, this might make you even better. Orca, thanks for the support, of course, being a sponsor of this year for the series. So now you have, I have not seen anyone else in the world with some gold Orcas. We got the special from them. Brand spanking new, you rapid fire and plug right into them. And yeah, I think that's scary for everybody else. He's going to be even better now. So, and $1,500 brought to you by 533. So, you know, congrats to you, and thanks for wearing the shirt, I guess. But congrats, and I think you earned this one for sure. And hey, it's your day. It was your day, and it paid off.
Thanks so much, man. Had a great time. Thank you seriously for hosting this.
Yes, for sure.
A blast.
Thanks,
awesome
everyone,
job,
for watching.
awesome job. Very good flying from Hyper there. That was awesome. You got to check out those goggles.
Yeah, that was incredible. I thought Propsicle was reeling them in. Right now, they're actually doing a DVR review out there because some of the spectators are questioning that Propsicle actually completed the track. They said they keep thinking that I got second. I'm not sure. I remember seeing a white drone in front of me, which was Propsicle. Like most of the
you know,
time.
everything was really close. I think that they'll be able to look at the review and tell it a lot better than what I would be able to. But yeah, that's going to change the amount of money that you're getting in your pocket. So it's definitely worth figuring that out.
I did not think I'd end up top 3, which I'm very happy with how I did today.
Yeah,
I'm very happy to see Hyper get some gold goggles. Like,
yeah.
Hyper, I've always said he has it in him to be a world champion, but usually he just has bad luck or he's just unprepared, and he's been changing a lot of that lately. Pat was telling me it earlier, like Hyper has just like kind of changed everything about how he does things, how he handles. He's always more prepared. He actually has somebody building quads for him now.
Thanks, man.
And he's just going into every race just with that mindset and with that preparation needed to win a race. And he showed it today. Hyper pulled it off.
Man.
Yeah.
What?
Are they still figuring it out there?
Yeah, they don't know who got second, I think.
Yeah.
There's some confusion.
For some reason, Sky and Amari came running in, and then they're like, no, Mondo, you got second, I'm like,
Because I know Prop made some mistakes in that one, and then I don't know how he would. I mean, I know he was going really fast, don't get me wrong, but they think he might have not done a fourth lap and like went to the crash gate
on this third.
Early, yeah. So I think they're reviewing that over there back. I hear a lot of screaming and yelling over there, and I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will see. I don't think that Propsicle was down that long to get a full lap.
Yeah, I don't think I made too many mistakes. Did I make a lot of mistakes?
I don't think so either. You were flying really smooth. You were definitely flying a good race.
I mean, let's play it out right now. So if you got second, and then would you get third? Would you beat Formula? Because Formula got fourth, but second, he got a second and a fourth.
I got a third and a second.
Okay, so if you
I
got,
either got 2/3 or a third and a second, but then either way, I'm top
you
three.
still win. Yeah, okay, so
Right.
you got top 3. Well, I guess that works out for you either way. And then
Maybe top 2.
Yeah, would you? So if you beat Prop, then you would be
Second
that
place.
for sure would be second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Prop got a second and a fourth, or
Yeah.
a third and a fourth.
yeah.
Or well, it matters where he messed up. It might have gave Formula
really?
the third
Oh,
place.
wow.
because
Because
Yikes.
oh yeah, so how does that work? So if he did 3 and went to the finish crate, then Formula definitely beat him.
Did Formula finish?
I don't remember.
You know, I don't think that Formula finished it out. I can't remember. If he
If
did,
he
it was-
didn't,
it
then-
That sounds like a lot of math and science. We can let
It
them
does.
do.
They're doing it. They're all watching it back. We're gonna find out here shortly. But that was an amazing race.
Yeah, that was
How was it from your guys' perspective?
It was very awesome watch.
It was crazy.
I mean, you kept a smooth line the entire time, but Propsicle was just moving and took a couple of crashes there. And
Yeah, I just remember seeing a white drone in front of me, and who was green? Formula for a little while. I was seeing him. I never saw Hyper. Hyper was just way in the lead.
Hyper
Yeah,
was in
Hyper
a league of
flew.
his own on that
Yeah,
one.
he
Yeah, he
did.
got out in the front and he stayed there, and that was definitely what he needed to do.
Yeah, Hyper was the red drone, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah, he was absolutely.
I think the
cooking.
only time I ever saw him was whenever you do that switchback, and then you get to see the
Yeah, the drone
flying
coming
right
over
over your
your
head. I'm like, oh, okay, there he goes.
It's about a 3-gate gap whenever you see that. So
Yeah. My dad,
Oh, Kevin
just
Turner.
jumping in. So Mason won, Hyper won,
He did.
and then we don't really know who got second, third, fourth. I was not in finals. I think I went out in the semifinals.
Semifinals.
So I think I got 5th or 6th. And then, but yeah, so we had Mondo, Hyper, Propsicle, and Formula in the finals there. And then yeah, Mason took the 1-2. There was a 2-race final, and then Mondo was absolutely killing it and did some big upsets throughout the
Did.
entire bracket.
I
And
just kept it smooth.
yeah, hey, that's all you got to do.
So
I don't think anybody on Facebook, because we did that giveaway of like the 533 care package. I don't think anybody didn't have you in the top 5.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess I upset a lot
So
of people.
we might not even have to.
technically, you were in the top 5.
Does that mean I get it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he would have been 5th place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I saved him there.
Now we're gonna have to find out who got 5th. Oh, Evan 5th.
yeah.
Yep,
'Cause
downright
I got-
FPV calls it.
Yeah, I beat Shames. Shames got 6th. I got 5th. There, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
They're just trying to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
we
gonna-
know one.
Yeah, we know one.
Hopefully
Mason's
you got 2. I think that
That'd be sweet.
we'll be hearing from Shames here in a little bit, and he'll give us the rundown of what the verdict is on that.
Yeah, personally, I'm pretty confident that Propsicle got 2nd because I saw him, like, he passed me, and then I was trying to catch him. I couldn't
yeah.
do it. You want to come in?
Yeah.
Okay, let's let Sean in here. Sean, he did the math and the science. He did the reviewing.
Oh man, math and science. Gosh, I'm still kind of reeling. Like,
These headphones are silly. Everybody has a problem with them.
this is a good time. No, for the second time at least in this series. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Technical.
We had
difficulty.
a 3-way tie on points for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. So the race that Sky was here 2 races ago, when I ended up with 3rd, I believe, we had the same situation, and I beat you, I think, in that one as well. So 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place all had 6 points. When that happens, a tiebreaker reverts to your finishing order in the final race. And so that finishing order was obviously Hyper with the win, Propsicle in 2nd, Mondo in 3rd. So I talked to Formula. I was really disappointed for him because he's such an incredible pilot, and it's always a bummer to get beaten that way. But yeah, phenomenal breakdown there, and congratulations, Mondo.
Yeah, I did not
Who
plan on
would've
doing
thunk
this
it?
well.
Yeah.
I was already prepared to be crowning the champion. We planned it beforehand that I'd be going out there after commentating. I never expected to be out there with the other guys. The
Yeah,
old guy with the 3 kiddos.
Right. Go figure. Who would have thunk it? So
Yeah, great job, pilots. I know you guys can hear me out there. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for everything you did. Everybody did great today. Just remember, this was the top 16. If you're not happy with how you did, it was just bad luck. We all gave it all we had, and thank you everybody for joining. Let's see that Hydra
let's see
FPV
who won the
leaderboard
Hydra.
after we just announced this final placement. I don't know if Downright
I think
FPV
it's
got
FR
it. Did you submit it to live time?
Well, it's not going to be right.
Okay,
now.
Downright FPV, the final placement of that last race was Hyper first, Propsicle
Propsicle.
second, Mondo third, Formula fourth. So then Can we check the app to see if that made its way through?
I think we got somebody back there. Yeah, there they are.
Because currently it looks like we got Gator.
Dude, Gator's cleaning house.
Gator pulled in at the very end. He was nowhere near the top 5 until the very end.
He got 38,406 points off of that bet. That is incredible. So Gator, if you want to contact Armando Joseph Gallegos on Facebook or Instagram or however you can find me, I will give you your $100 gift card, and then we're going to bring Hyper in here to get some thoughts, see how he looks in these brand new gold goggles.
Hey.
What do you think?
Yeah, how do they feel?
These are something special.
Yeah, not only do you get that, I have a few more things.
Oh?
But wait, there's more.
Are you Billy Mays?
Yeah, so, Orca, they're probably some of the most technologically advanced FPV goggles out there. They sent along an FPV Connect, which allows you to wirelessly connect to your Orcas. You can download your DVR straight to your phone. You can also live stream directly from your phone, your live feed.
Very
and then
cool
you also
feature.
get 2 Orca antennas, and you get a neck strap and some goggle foam of your choice.
So many accessories.
So there he goes.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful goggles, only gold goggles in America, guaranteed. Yeah, how do you feel?
I'm kind of speechless at the moment still. I really love like custom gear like this. Like DCL had the Heart of America transmitters for Spectrum, and they were red, white, and blue, which was really cool. And seeing these at the beginning of the series, the gold, there's something special about gold, we all know. And it's just, I don't even know. This is really the coolest trophy I've ever seen, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was pretty excited whenever they did it. I was thinking about keeping it a secret to the end, but I couldn't just not show it to everybody, so I brought it to, as soon as we got it, I showed it off.
Yeah,
Who do you want to thank?
Wow. There is a long list, and I actually saw Gator right at the top. He's kind of been in my corner for a long time and really supports me just overall. And then, of course, everyone here at 533 and Media Outlaws for the production. This is the most advanced live stream I've ever seen in a drone race, for sure.
We appreciate that. We put a lot of hard work into it. And I'm
It shows.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, the guys in the truck, they probably never get any sleep the weeks leading up to this, and they're just trying to get everything right. They keep adding little things, and it's just better every time.
Yeah.
This is
crazy.
I guarantee this is our best live stream so far. I'm very happy with it. Thank you, Hydra, for joining us with this one. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, let's go ahead and shout out a few sponsors. Fox here, of course, for, as you can see on this course, just beautiful video the whole time. All the LEDs look great, nothing blown out. We'll go with also Dollprop, which wasn't great here, but I love them, and they're what I use for 5-inch personally. Along with that, Puro Drone, they really helped me get my second Tiny Trainer together with gear, which was great. I was missing a couple things, and they got it there quick.
Beautiful. Okay, well, we're going to be paying you as soon as you fill out some paperwork. And now we're going to thank everybody for joining. We're going to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you, Orca. Thank you, Pyro Drone. HQProp, pulling it through. 533, love you guys. Media Outlaws, we got Old Vienna, Heil Sound, and FPV Gates. Oh, and Mighty Kind, the CBD drinks. They really calm the nerves. Some of the guys today could have used some of those. Thank you for joining. This was a beautiful series. I can't wait for the next one. Have a good one.